like strawberries. I really love those.
If you can get me some of those, I'll keep them in my bag.
Oh no.
I don't know. What are these?
Those are called sour balls, but they're not that sour.
Hello.
They are mildly tart and mostly
I
sweet.
will try some when I'm done with these thingies.
I really wanted to scream.
Also,
So
it's
you're
so
welcome.
entertaining to me that it's in the small Tupperware.
Yes. So.
Do you have any
you guys
Hawaiian
were
shirts
just
left
doing
that you still
eating
wear?
ASMR today.
Okay. Because I bought a Hawaiian shirt. And so for
Sorry
us
about
to-
that. Oh,
I didn't either.
Before you
here,
leave,
have
I'll
some
just show you
garlic
my Hawaiian
knots.
I'll just scrunch my packets into them.
Do you want a garlic knot? They're right there.
I ordered a white polo, and it said it was going to arrive here today, or arrive at my home today. And so, around the time I was getting ready to leave here, I checked and it said it would arrive by 10 p.m.
Zooey.
Alright, friends. How are you all doing today?
Good.
Welcome.
I'm
Sure
here.
am.
Session 56. Don't trust me. When I call your name, say something shitty about your character. Maud.
Oh. I should have multi-classed earlier.
Ember. Ember.
I get attached too easily.
Oh, Hostile.
He's beginning to trust.
Oh! Mistress.
She's evil.
Something
enough.
shitty. She.
Oh, roleplay from last session.
Oh.
Not that everybody didn't do a great job roleplay. There was just some growth. That
Yeah,
I'm
I
very,
loved
very-
it and I cried.
I know. I'm not saying that's the issue, but the character growth was
Yeah.
what really got me
That's
last
true.
time.
She's beginning to care.
It was
I know,
good.
that's the,
It was a good
It
sesh.
is.
That's our real
Melody.
flaws that we're
I don't
developing.
actually know any songs.
Indie. Oh.
Oh.
I can keep going.
Yes!
Misty?
Too soon.
Anyone?
That she
There, you can say something.
survived as long as she did.
She's dead.
I'm glorious! I don't remember anything!
Spit.
I'm down nasty.
Yeah,
sure
you're
are,
buddy.
Spit.
God damn it.
Alright.
This man.
My pranks are over the top. I once took someone's memories away.
What a
That was a
fucking
good
break.
time.
What about Voltaire?
Voltaire.
He's dead.
I'm dead.
No, I think that's his best quality.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
fuck you, you're dead.
How about Alan?
I wasn't killed.
Alarm. It's Alan!
Alright, previously on Don't Trust Me, Indy reveals her connection to the new figure, grown from nothing but a heart in the center chamber. While events grow tense, the tension is worn off with negotiation, as Sanctuary confirms her takeover of Indy's form. And after heartfelt discussion is exchanged, the group allows Sanctuary and the other figure, Error, to make their escape. They depart, leaving only a single sharp feather behind as a memory, promising to aid when the time comes. As the party gains their senses, they begin searching the remains of the Remnants Lab, finding other areas of interest, such as an area with deadly fog that fills the chamber on a pattern, a war-torn chamber with an eternal burn engraved in the wall, and even areas that most of the party can't even see. They eventually find the blueprint fabricator, which allows Mistress to restore the prototype static grabber, which I have in quotes right now, I don't know what I named it, from the proto-laundry, a device that was confirmed by Spit to be able to manipulate the strange static barriers found surrounding the voice chamber.
But how do we know we can trust Spit?
Oh, you're starting to learn.
With the device repaired, they make way for the avatar storage off to the west. Outside the lab. Who is that? Who's
It's
oh,
me. It's me.
It's hostile. Perfect. Do one more time. Outside. There it is. Outside the lab, however, a grave error in communication makes its way to light. The request from Hostile back on Jonas to retrieve his sniff stone was fulfilled. However, with the sender unaware of the living conditions in the current area, he teleports in and succumbs to his fate. As the crew revels on the happenstance, Ember receives a message from her father on her phone. Despite the technical interference in the area, she responds to the message. With the crew heading west, the fateful hour occurs yet again, leaving all unscathed this time around, except for Glorious.
Yeah.
And that's where we resumed. We were essentially heading towards the Avatar.
You killed Glorious. I'm fucking out of here.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I caught
I'm
last
moving
session
out.
that the other The other guy's name was Error.
Error. Yeah, she
I
mentioned
did-
it briefly, but then
Yeah.
I think Kayla reiterated it at some point.
Yeah, I wrote that down.
You're good at that kind of thing.
The air's
Periodically.
cold.
Taking notes.
Frostbite almost overtaking your limbs as you lay splayed out in the snowy field. Sparse drops of snowflakes land on your irises and burn with a freezing touch, but your eyes refuse to shut in relief. You're out of energy. And it goes black. Then of course you wake up again. It's a relatively common dream since it's occurred hostile, but at least you have a nice warm bed to be in for the time being. But your last few days haven't been spent in amazing shape. Your post-ascension catharsis has been rather rough on you. 5 days of pure agony in and out of consciousness as your body adjusts to this new system building itself inside of you. And all that's really been there for you has been a basket of assorted fruits and nuts and whatnot that was left. Your current caretaker has been gone the entire time during your post-ascension. Off on a errand or whatnot, but as you pick through the remains of your food, sure enough, the door opens. It's been almost 5 days, but right as you're able to walk again, your muscles have stopped cramping, you're finally enjoying some of the benefits of being a soldier. Your caretaker comes back, flinging the door open. Hangs up, just kind of saunters off towards the kitchen. As he sits down in this chair in the corner, he pulls a little stick off the edge and begins whittling it away. How are you feeling?
Better. I'm actually able to get up and walk around now, which is better than I was doing.
Well, I don't see any wet sheets, so guess you're only half a man from the physical point. But you pulled through, I suppose, without anyone to hold your hand.
I mean, that's kind of how I've been living my whole life, so
Yeah.
it's just another thing to get through alone.
Still trying to, and at this point, as he kind of saunters out, still kind of chipping off pieces of bark from this longer stick here. You can see he is just, his clothes are just battered and dirty, and he's been around and doing some weird shit. He is, you can't tell how long it's been since he's even had a bath. He smells terrible. His hair is knotted and filled with debris. But none of this seems to faze him, as he just sounds like he's walking home from another day.
Can I ask where you've been?
No. None of your business.
Okay, you just kind of look like shit, so I want to make sure you're doing okay.
Well, thanks. I'm real glad I offer you a bunk. Your compliments will pay your rent. I'm still trying to decide if this was the right idea.
Yeah,
These
same.
gifts- No, not the... You mentioned wanting a little bit of tutelage or something to get you at least on your feet in this crack of the world.
Yeah, anything to help me survive, I guess.
Well, I've already put you on fire. Might as well kindle the flame before you burn out. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, my friend. I'm not your friend. I'm not your dad. I ain't your maid. If you stub your toe, patch it up yourself. If someone hurts your feelings, you take it out on them. Pick up your own spills, clean up your food after you make it. It ain't my job. I ain't even a teacher. So the info you get is the info you get. Any questions?
So I can definitely feel something is different inside of me. Like, what's next?
Well, what's next is deciding what you do with this new gift. And, well, I'm like a record. I play the songs that are etched on me. So, you're a little low on options to what you learn. How you progress in your day-to-day shenanigans is your own goddamn business. And he goes into this cabinet on the top near the kitchen here, where he opens it up. It's just filled with all these different knickknacks and figurines, like toys or like little kitsch pieces or something, as he pulls me out. Alright. I work on a set of tenants. Tenants that, we as artificers, or at least artificers worth their lick, kind of follow in their day. You follow your tenants, and there's really nothing you can do that'll, well, cause disappointment for yourself at least. Can't guarantee the same for any others that experience your gifts. He walks over to you and he places down this clay figurine. It looks like a little soldier. Make a perception check on this guy as he puts this down. 7. It looks pretty cool. Like, it looks like you don't necessarily are looking into any details. You're no art major, but it looks like fairly well put together. It looks like a lot of work was done on it. You don't necessarily know if there's anything else it can do, but it is a really, really well done sculpture as far as you're able to discern from just it being put in front of you. You're not entirely sure even where he's going with this.
Mm-hmm. Did you make this? This is really nice.
Oh, thanks. Tenant number 1. Everything has a fault to fix. If you can't see one, find one. If you can't find one, make one. Now tell me, what's wrong with this little guy?
I'm gonna kind of try to turn it to see like all.
Don't you
angles.
fucking touch that, ain't yours. You have a bed and a blanket in this fucking place. You touch nothing.
That sounds like
I stand up and walk around it then and just look at it from all angles and see.
It's so serious. You don't know. It's such a goofy thing to react to. You don't know if he's joking or not.
I guess it's not painted.
Smart ass. From your it's not a single color. It is painted.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't include that in there, but
Can I
essentially,
do like
yeah.
an investigation check on it? to
Sure. Well, it's kind of following that, but yeah, investigation would work more for your intelligence if you want to do that.
Makes me think of Monsters Inc.
13.
13. As you sit here and probe the areas, you look around it here, you see edges where the joints are chiseled in, so if it needed to, it could probably have its arms rotated and whatnot. This is kind of anatomically chiseled very well,
Mm-hmm.
and in theory, it's kind of shocking. If you saw this thing start walking, it probably wouldn't be a big surprise. It's really good.
Okay.
Perfect, ain't it?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, you're already failing your test. If you can't see a problem, make it. Or if you can't find a problem, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm actually messing up my own quote, so you can say if you can't see the problem, find one. So, here it is. He grabs and he lets go and it lights up. And then the little figure begins to jog around on the table. An item that was perfect is now perfect again. It's better.
Okay.
Anything can follow this principle. Tear down what's established and make it better. That's what I do. As long as you follow that tenet, you'll never run out of something to do, as long as you're good at it. So what about you? What's wrong with you? What are your faults? What can you fix?
when things get hard.
Do you plan on fixing that?
I never have before, but I guess if we're learning from these tenants, I better start fixing it now.
This ain't a therapy session. You don't have to help yourself if you don't need help. Apply this to the projects you work on. If you're not working on yourself, well then it's not your project yet. Now check this out.
Alright.
Pulls one from each pocket here. A small, like, dinner bone. Holding one in each hand here.
Okay.
Pick up the one on the right and try to break it. Roll a strength check for me. Just...
It's 18.
18, yeah, you take this between your fingers here, and sure enough, just a little give and
Did it.
couldn't find a problem, so you made one. Now you got something to work on. How about the other one? Make another strength check.
Not 20.
You, at this point, you're so confident from the one before that you feel like this is just gonna be a joke to this guy over here, and sure enough, you, like wielding a steel rod, it doesn't move. And as you sit here and your muscles bulge and you start to sweat in your forehead, you finally get a crack splinters across the end there. The problem with the first bone is it's weak, but as I fixed it over the years, you get something like this. Your project only ends when you say it's over. Those are your tenants. Can't see the problem, find one. If you can't find one, make one. A butcher's knife goes down on all four of his fingers out front there, and as the cleaver bends and warps to the side, his fingers are uncut. He pulls them out, and you see maybe a small little red line across it here. I have worked on myself.
That's badass.
You'll be fixing that too. Now you're probably wondering what the other three tenants, well, the other two tenants are in this. Well, you'll learn them when I think you're ready to learn them. But for now, let's just get started with something small. As the static finishes wiping over your mind, you snap back into it here, surprisingly calm and void of this, but during your walk, as this occurrence happens, you're reminded of older times and these tenants that you still only know the one of. Blares in your ears. Meanwhile, around you, your fellows feel the heat of the wave just the same. Although Glorious is the only one that seems fully afflicted by it. Why would you go blue, you bastard?
I like that.
No, you're good. Okay. You're all back now.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Anyone say anything, or are we just still continuing moving?
Well, I mean, I would assume that we would know.
Like at this point, if you guys were walking during this, yeah, Glorious is essentially stopped and is just staring upwards as blood rolls down his nose.
Well, yeah, because we would have stopped.
I'll check on him. I want to do a medicine check.
Yeah, do a medicine check here.
I'm really bad at medicine. Why don't I?
No, it's okay. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. Yeah, no, it's not bad. 8.
8.
He's bleeding alright.
It seems like, yeah, this is kind of, from just staring at him here, this looks like the reaction someone would get if, like, they had a major concussion and they're just kind of dealing with that right in front of you. But you don't know why, especially without being able to mess with the helmet at all. and be able to see underneath. You can't necessarily diagnose if there's anything super damaged with him.
I'm
couldn't-
gonna cast Cure Wounds at a second level.
Okay, sweet.
Is his helmet currently dark?
No, it's translucent, so you
Okay.
can see through it.
Okay.
15 points back to him.
15?
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I'm like, Glorious, hey, are you with me?
As you see multiple wounds that he had occurred before that didn't quite seem to heal over the long rest you guys had, have now replenished themselves from your cure wounds, and you see him as he lets out a. Oh, hey!
Hi.
How you guys doing?
A little worried about you, man.
Don't worry about Pop. I'm good.
Pop.
What about you? What are you guys doing out here?
Well, what do you mean? We're all walking together, Glorious.
Yeah, but we got work to do. Why stop when there's such a nice day? So he looks up into the dark ceiling. He looks back down.
Tell me more about the nice day, Glorious.
Well, I mean, you tell me. Can't you see it now?
Glorious, where do
Wait,
you...
what did you just call me?
Niall. You prefer your full name?
Niall.
How do you say Niall's full name again?
What? Nylon. Alright.
What's my name?
Some sort of trick question, Colonel?
Oh.
What? What's wrong?
Fuck.
Don't just stand there. We got money to make. As
Well,
he keeps walking
Do you
forward.
have
Glorious,
do you have
we're-
great restoration?
I don't have it equipped.
We ain't gonna get this voice shut off if you stand around, you hooligans.
He's right. Let's.
Okay, so he knows about the voice. Oh wait, Glorious, you said money to make. What were you... Are you just talking about our Legion work? or-
No. Bar ain't gonna run itself, man.
But you know about the voice. I mean, we're not...
Well, yeah. It's all, and as you make this kind of logical comparison here, you see his face kind of scrunch up. And he looks up and his eyes are wide again. I'm sorry, I don't know what came over me.
You're good, man. Are
So,
you...
yeah, let's keep going. Come on, Mud. Let's get to work.
Who am I?
Hostile.
Okay, what's up?
Or Chris.
I'm gonna hook arms with him.
Oh, hey, hey! As you guys begin walking down, it takes several more hours as you just walk through this brazen road, and you see your newfound allies walking in the opposite direction, carrying these bits of machinery offwards, corpses of large monsters that they pulled out from the wayside and whatnot, that are being brought down these large wheeled carrying cars. Many of them march on foot, many of them ride in these vehicles as they pass along you here. You continue to walk forward during this time period here. Melody, as you link with Glorious, you feel how blazing hot his arm is, and there's a thin coat of sweat over it, like he's currently dealing with a fever or something.
Oh God.
But eventually, you guys make your way to a point where the bridge opens up again, off to the north. You see yourself in an entryway where the road essentially forks and goes in that direction offwards. The opening in this way isn't this large scape of city stalactites like it was before. This one kind of closes off into like a metallic cave. As you go forward, the road heading this way is much thinner. Essentially, if you were all able to fully stand, like hold hands and spread apart, you would be able to touch both sides of the road at this point, rather than the like half a mile like across road that the actual iron road was. And as this way it goes, you guys continue forward along. And Glorious doesn't make any signs or complaints about anything going around him. You simply walk. Until eventually you find this massive precipice cuts through the machine work that was the road ahead of you, and you look outward, and maybe a football field's length away from you here is this metallic station far on the other side. According to the map that you were shown, this essentially should be it. There's no road that continues after the end there. But the map didn't account for this cliff.
Glorious, what do you see here?
I've never seen a church this big before. Oh man. Tonight's sermon's gonna be amazing. Hope everyone's there.
Mistress, would Spit have any ideas?
Whoa! Hi there, I'm Spit.
Hey, Spit.
Hi.
Hey,
Oh,
we
you guys
didn't-
have made it to the Avatar storage.
well, we didn't account for this big chasm on our map.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah.
This town was built on like a weird ass flat, or not a flat, a fault. And so, history's kind of shifted the place over the years. Whoopsie daisies. But I think this precipice was here even before when RWI was running. So they usually used a series of light bridges to cross this.
Could we use a series of light bridges to cross?
I mean, you can.
Okay.
I don't know how you're gonna do that.
Yeah, how? Okay, so you don't know how to, like, turn them on, or...
As you walk forward towards it here, it essentially looks like the edge where the road ends here is like, what do you got?
How far is the chasm?
About a football field's length away.
So 100 yards.
Okay, so
300 feet.
yeah. So in theory, a dimension door could get someone across or a couple people across.
Yeah.
Spit?
I can do Dimension Door one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up? I'm
Change from glorious
I'm
to...
glorious.
When did old Terra get in here?
Amazing.
I would like for you to shoot your harpoon across the chasm and allow us to affix the rope to this side.
Oh yeah, I can certainly try to do that.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, go ahead and roll for it here.
Okay.
Is there anywhere specific you're aiming for?
Just the other side of the cat. Like the goal is to like have it lodge itself like in
Okay.
such a way that like we can shimmy across the rope.
Okay.
As he does
Sloth
this,
style.
I want to go to Glorious and ask him to like just basically narrate everything he sees us doing right here.
Well, you guys are standing on the edge of this bridge, I guess, in front of the church or on the other side of the bridge. What's the issue? Why
Well,
don't you just walk across?
So we don't see a church.
Oh,
To
well,
us,
what do you see?
To us, it's just like a chasm. Like there's nothing there. Like we can't get
Yeah,
across.
big gaping trench.
Really?
Not a good enough excuse to use the word
Stepping out onto the open chasm, his feet light up.
Oh.
He walks like on air out into the chasm here.
I was gonna say, what if we have Glorious take the rope and have him like tie it?
Glorious carries us all one by one across.
Oh, is this another one of those remnant lab issues, is it?
Think
Yeah, it's
so.
like the whole.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great! A Superman!
I want to go over there to the edge and just like reach one foot
Yeah.
out and like step down and see.
I'll
if-
hold on to Hostle's waist.
and
Okay.
see.
Yeah, hold
just
on to his
see
like
what-
belt.
I just want to like take a step and see like. If I
Well,
just,
Glorious is about 10 feet outwards at
Okay.
this point, so it's not close to you. But as
Yeah.
you do, your your foot starts to go through it a little bit.
You little pitties.
So it just like It would be as if I were at the edge of a cliff. And
Yeah, just kind of dangling your foot off here.
What do you see right now, Glorious, with my foot like partially dangled through?
It looks like your foot's phasing through some sort of light. Interesting.
I have an idea. Come here real fast.
Yeah.
As he
Can
stands
I-
essentially on the ground here, and it's like illuminating around him.
Can I piggyback?
Did you actually shoot the the harpoon off?
I told him to.
Oh, was there a specific role I gave you to do that?
You did not, but
Oh, okay,
it's
then
just
I'll
sort of a.
I'll make the roll then.
Yeah. Like he's got the harpoon, which is a ranged attack, but like this isn't attacking something necessarily. It's just.
You can count on me, boss. I'm coming!
As it shoots outwards. Nasty little fuck.
I
That's
hate
it.
that he's yelling, I'm coming, as
It's a dirty 20. So it will go,
He yells, "I'm coming!" as he shoots his load across.
and it kind of hooks onto the edge here, so it's like part of it is dangling off. Yeah.
Well, I'd be able to help, but if you guys want to make the climb across, that's something too. I should be able to carry a couple squirts.
I reached my hands up to him like a baby.
Oh, come here, you little tyke.
Over his shoulders.
My arms around his.
No, he does the back thing.
Okay. Piggyback.
Yeah, I'll take one of those rides too.
Okay.
Come on up here, hostile.
He could probably only carry you if he'd have to come back for everyone else, unless they're taking the rope, which
Alright,
you'd be
like
able to do.
If we can mount Glorious.
Yeah. You notice it might be genuinely safer to go towards take the glorious route. You would have some athletic checks
glorious
to do
route.
if you did the rope. But the rope is essentially looks like it's securely like hooked onto something on the other edge there. So there's always an option. But
It's a backup.
Just in case. I don't think shimmy across a football's field's worth of a tightrope sounds like a very good idea.
I mean,
Since I'm
we
not
zip
very
line
athletic.
down like
You
even
don't-
further.
I've got a tightrope it. You just gotta sloth it. Like.
True. Or maybe, I mean, Spit could probably like zip his way across.
I would hold on
Maybe,
to him.
yeah, exactly.
Like a
Like a
yeah.
makeshift zip line, yeah.
Yeah,
Powered zip line.
that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Spit line.
okay.
Yes.
I love it.
On your first walk to the other side here, as Melody is being held up on the back, and he almost has you in kind of like a football hold here.
This is
You roll around. You guys have this opportunity here, this very surreal opportunity, to essentially look down as Glorious is performing.
Yeah, this would be terrifying.
I will not do
superhuman
that.
feat.
I don't think I have a choice.
Basically holding this
My eyes are
direction.
closed. My face is like buried in the back of
You
his
can see
helmet.
this series of like static like webs just branching off his feet and just arcing like constantly around where the soles meet this invisible spot. And it's so precise too. The next foot matches up with the next one parallel wise. There's no difference in the depth. The electricity is so precise, like he's truly standing on something flat. As it walks. Even though you can prove right then and then if you reach down far enough, there's nothing there. You see much further down as well, you see wreckage. You see large machines that are crushed under the force of rocks down at the bottom, hundreds and hundreds of feet downwards here. You see some bits that look like they should have been working through the synced up electricity that are just kind of malfunctioning and jerking irrationally, but essentially aren't able to do much. No voices can be heard from below. You just have the silence of the area around as you're carried across. Halfway across as well, you can feel Glorious's arms shake as he pulls in a large breath and attempts to regain his constitution here. But as speed continues, this mammoth continues walking forward. And pods the two of you. And slowly, once again, all the way back. The next two. Lift it up. Any particular order? Or In theory, actually, he wouldn't be able to carry 2 people at once this time. At least not efficiently. Huh?
Mistress will wait with spit for
Okay.
This is very fancy. He's really utilizing the voice's true potential in this one. If only I could, but I don't have a brain.
I mean, sure. This is well, this is quite terrifying, but yeah, why not?
Hey,
Yeah.
I got you.
Okay, just remember, like, just remember, this might look like a floor to you. It does not look like a floor to me.
Yeah, quit your belly aching.
Oh, no.
I got a t-shirt up there if you need to wipe your nose.
What's that mean?
And for a moment, as he comes back across, he seems like he's rejuvenated and it's almost that kind of dosh, and he's almost whimsical. You can hear him humming slightly as, once again, his demeanor shifting just a bit.
Oh, it's going like across as it gets closer.
All right. I know you have reasons for doing what you did, Dave. But you always have a home to come back to. You know that, right?
Don't let him go home.
Hey,
Yeah.
I know you don't like talking. I got you.
Okay.
That's nameless. Don't squee for him. He's the big bad. Don't squee for him.
That's so messed up that he thinks that Maud is Davy. Oh no.
As he brings you back across again and puts you down, you see, once again, he's had like a second wind of energy. It was like,
Hey, you handsome fellas, wait here.
Did you go through the church on your way here?
What? No church is right in front of you, idiot.
Yeah, idiot.
He tricked you.
down the
He
chasm.
put you in the gauntlet.
All
And
right,
then faked his fucking death.
gotta go back for Caddy.
as he goes back across
Oh,
Oh
no.
He,
What?
Caddy's fucking
You knew it was
dead.
coming.
It's so
Yeah,
sad.
I did. Everything's fine.
Oh my baby.
I'm back. All right.
Oh, God. I'm assuming she didn't hear that remark, so she would have no idea.
Yeah.
She'll just grab his hand like
Yeah.
nothing's wrong.
and he lifts you up and even quicker this time, at like a small jog, almost like you weigh less for him.
Is
And
she
what
like
he's saying.
piggybacking?
Yeah.
She'll like squeeze on his.
Hostle's gonna
like,
yell across the chasm, "Hey, be prepared. Some shit. He's probably gonna say some shit. Just brace yourself."
Say some sad shit.
But,
Be prepared to be upset.
Hey,
Freddie Craig wants to.
it's okay. We're gonna find what you're looking for here.
Thanks,
I
William.
promise. As he keeps going forward, he puts you down as well. Don't go in without me.
and this
What dream of it?
once back.
Well, Beef, this is gonna be I can't say I'm gonna enjoy this.
Hi!
Like,
no.
you've been
Right before he goes, just
Who the fuck is Beef?
Wait, what did you say?
it's like just before Spit goes, he's like, "Who the fuck is Beef?"
Forgot about beef.
Fair enough. How much would you say Mistress weighs?
She's very slim.
400 pounds.
But she's
She's
also
tall.
tall as
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that's-
So, like,
So, yeah, but probably no more than Glorious, though.
oh, definitely less than Glorious. Like,
Glorious is not disrespectfully, though, but treating this like a feat. It's, in his mind, this is a very heavy thing to lift up. His Beef is a brolic man.
yeah, beef is huge.
And sure enough, he has...
So hold on, buddy.
And as his feet hit the static is larger, like more pressure's being put on it.
Oh,
Here, and his
damn.
knees
Oh.
shake as he brings you across here.
Don't worry. It's gonna be okay. I got your favorite song, remember? Favorite song.
And he begins humming just this quiet little simple tune as you walk across.
It's Wonderballs.
It's so funny!
He always
I
loved
hate
this song.
it. I hate it.
When I wake up, it's just some stupid.
There's
song.
no way that Shrek is not Beef's favorite movie.
It's
It's
classic,
glorious.
man.
Yeah, that's a cult classic.
With that being said, you're all brought to the other side of the cavern, and as he finishes bringing you over, Mistress is taking like a step a second, but puts you down, and is just drenched.
That felt pretty good. Well, mass will be starting soon. What do you say we continue?
I mean, just to reiterate here, the rest of us don't see a church here. I mean, if you want to hang out here for a while, you can.
Why
But-
are you talking so... Sorry, Odd. You guys, let's... Yeah, you're right. Everything's... It's all a vision. Just gotta keep telling myself that. Let's go.
So
Go forward.
So like he knows who we are, but he still, even though he knows, he still does not see us as who we actually are.
He did.
Like,
you
basically.
don't know this. You don't know this. So
It
he's
seems like it's
referring
coming
to
and going.
Like
right now. Yeah, or you can ask him. I guess I don't have to.
Yeah.
Who am I?
No.
Do you prefer Chris or Hostile?
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Glorious.
What?
I know that you know that I'm Maud, but do I look like Maud or do I look like Davy?
Yeah, you're fine. You look like you.
Okay.
Sorry, it's just everything's getting a little blurry.
It's okay, man. If things get harder for you, just let us know.
No, things are great. I'm great. You all are great too.
Okay.
Keep it up.
And you guys reach it. This area here, this very small little outcropping, this kind of an end of a thermometer style little section of the area. You have this ringed plaza almost, where it's like separating different intersections of circles that are cut into the ground grooved in. In the middle, there's this tower. It's about chest high, and it's essentially like a
Nobody!
That's my wall.
It's just a series of tubings and electrical wires running through the back of it here. But aside from that, a series of kind of non-angular steel shapes stacked into each other here. It's like a very bizarre terminal for some machine.
I try to get over it.
Yeah.
No one can get over
There's
it.
no way!
There's no way.
Especially not for you.
Hostile
Yeah, roll
looks-
an
say.
athletics check.
Hostile looks for a.
As for this is
toe
much
height
more
wall.
than a chest high wall.
Hostile looks for a toe height wall.
Oh, you're getting over that bad boy. You don't even
He's
roll.
suicidal!
He's
wall.
These are scaring Zura.
Oh, such a stupid fucking video.
But you are left
Only
with
video on the
this
internet
device
matters.
here. Everyone wants to make an investigation check on that.
You.
Yeah, I'll do one.
Sure, I'm really good at those.
Yeah, you and me both.
23.
Yeah, that's a 3.
It's a 7.
23? Okay. What'd you get? 7?
7.
Okay.
Yeah, roll for shit lately.
Shame.
16.
16?
Oh, that's a nat 1, and with my modifier, it's a -1.
Maud puts his hands on it and like a piece of the electricity shocks him. Ow!
How do I stop being an idiot? How do I do that?
Ember was holding onto his shoulder at the time, so it went through him and hit her too. Both of you.
Weird, this isn't electrical at all. Let me keep touching it.
It's just a rock. What's going on?
Ember's dead.
Your heart stopped. Anyway, did you get anything, Kayla?
No, I have 3.
Mistress and Hostile here. As you guys observe this apparatus in front of you here, there's no display. If this was a type of interactive computer here, nothing that would be able to show you the mechanics or the data that's on it. No visual
Like
way to
it's
access it.
it's like there's like it's not that it's not working. It's like there's nothing actually there.
Well,
or-
it's simply just like it's like this is the device and there's no monitor to show it for you. Yeah, it's like a big computer, but nothing to see anything and nothing to type and to interact with. You're able to notice that the both of you as well as you go. It is actively receiving electricity, as you witness from your friends over here. You do notice, Hostile, that there's a deep hum coming from like the center portion. The center portion of it, just this. And as you put your hand on a safe part of it, there's this vibration that comes from it as well, but only from this kind of middle section here. And you don't necessarily think it's the tower itself, but something inside of it that's doing that.
I look for the HDMI port to plug in my monitor I carry with me. Are there any like openings or anything like we could put in one of those drives that Mistress has?
With that investigation, you wouldn't find any.
Okay.
Like it was specifically designed not to be interacted with physically.
Hello? And with my hand on it, so I like
So you just
talk to it just to see if it's like voice
You
activated.
say hello and you hear your voice kind of echo in the distance here. Mistress,
Yep, that's me.
as you're sitting here investigating this with Hostel, something in your pocket begins to vibrate.
I check the pocket.
You pull it out, it's the static grabber. The LED screen on it now is lit far up here. It says, malleable signal detected.
Okay.
How this is set up is essentially like this kind of like brick-like rectangle sitting on top with this handle underneath that has the trigger on it, essentially. And then the screen in front of it has digits you can type into. It's kind of like one of those old, like an old postal gun or whatever.
Alrighty.
And, yeah, it's letting you know there's a malleable signal detected.
I'm gonna try to select the malleable signal.
Okay, make just an intelligence check for me here.
Can I?
Oh, I'm sometimes good at those. Let's see. Flat intelligence, right?
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 16.
16?
Do I have another one? I'll use a flash of genius if I have it to make. Yeah.
As you're interacting with the
21.
buttons, there's not necessarily anything that the buttons on the top do, but as you aim it in a specific direction, and Hostile is aiding you at this point as well, you guys are noticing changes in the frequency as you point it in different directions. As you point it right to the center there, where this vibration is coming from, that's when the essentially the screen goes green instead of this white that it was before. And you pull the trigger, and just out of nowhere, this black and white electrical barrier about 3 foot across cubically pops out and almost envelops the entire computer. Very similar to the wall you saw back at the voice chamber, but just a small little box. Something Maud would notice as well, this looks very similar to the cube Amba used to take away Zera and help Terminal escape.
Okay.
As this appears all of a sudden, almost kind of knocking you guys back. It happens lightning fast. Like you click it, and it like shoots outward and almost pushes you guys to the ground.
Glorious, what do you see?
Wow! The lights on its eyes lit up.
Thanks, Glorious.
What's eyes?
Don't ask what I smell. Huh? The eyes on the statue.
Oh my. Oh jeez. Okay, so you.
I never thought I'd be religious, but man, this is beautiful work.
So you see a statue right now, and the eyes just lit up.
Yeah.
Were there any other changes?
Nope.
Okay. Cool. Thanks.
This whatever this technology is, this looks a lot like what I saw Terminal use
Okay.
back.
What happened when he used it?
I think that this technology is associated with whatever he did to transport. What was her name? Zera.
Zera, yes.
Zera. It was
Is that your
to
direction?
to teleport Zera away.
Is there you?
Yeah.
But I don't know how to use
Sorry, I
it.
couldn't hear what you were saying.
Okay.
Sorry, that's not much
Sorry.
help.
I'm testing something. Ignore the screen.
Good.
Motherfuckers.
You got any
Um,
beverages? You got any beverages?
You got any games? Yeah.
Okay,
But I can shut me.
Got
And then you waddled away.
Until the very next day.
Anyway, as this block appears in front of you here, anything else you guys are specifically doing at this time?
I grab one of the coins in my pocket and like toss it into the thing and see what happens.
This reacts differently than the other wall did. The other one looked much more volatile. The edges of that voice wall were. Motherfucker.
you were saying the other one was more volatile and the edges.
Yeah, this
were...
one is much more contained, and the borders of it here aren't like that dark, like erratic black lines. It's just very straight and just kind of like a slowly undulating.
Okay.
Your coin, as you throw it, it kind of bounces off it like it hit like a piece of rubber or something, like and rolls on the ground. And it's unscathed, unburnt, doesn't look like anything happened to it.
Does someone want to try to touch it and see what happens?
Yeah!
No, not you.
Not you.
I'll touch it. I touch it.
You put your hand on it, and sure enough, it's like touching, it's bizarre, like touching not in cold ice. This unrealistic surface, as your hand is placed on it here, you feel the vibrations of it as it just kind of undulates semi-violently, but not enough to repel you. Just keep your hand on this static surface here. You're able to feel it around. It is a solid surface with no grooves or any particular openings into it there.
This is really weird.
What was it like?
It's like a solid surface, but staticky, you said? Like
It feels like it's vibrating.
It feels
and
like
it's kind of
it's
tingling your hands.
vibrating, like I'm like near
Mistress, I
something
want
electric.
to point this out as well. After you made that appear for the first time here, there are now 3 numbers on your screen. Only one of them is highlighted. There's a 1. Underneath that, there's a 2. That one's not highlighted. Same with the 3 at the bottom.
Okay, I'm gonna change it to 2.
As she's touching it here and you switch it to 2, pull the trigger.
Well, I'm not gonna switch it to 2 until I warn Melody to stop touching it.
Okay.
I was like, ooh.
You should stop
Huh?
touching it for a moment. I'm
Oh.
going to potentially change it.
Cool.
Okay.
I will stop touching
Okay,
it.
so who's all around the
For my own
cube at this
safety.
moment?
I would be.
It's like right next to the cube.
Well, I'm probably. I think I'd probably still be next to Mistress. Like.
So, Mistress,
Looking
you
at
guys
the
are probably
cube.
just a little bit of ways away. You're not like right next to
Right.
it. So
In the
then-
general vicinity.
So then it would be Maud and Melody that are next to it. Then
Seems about right.
you hit the button. You to test this out. This new function that appeared on the static grabber, and the cube doubles in size.
Oh.
Almost like hitting the face of the other people that are standing around. But Maud and Melody, you're gone.
Ah!
Oh!
Hey.
Hello.
I'm gonna change
Can
it
you
back
switch
to
it back?
1.
During this small period of time, wow, the group that was right next to it here, all of a sudden, a massive flash of light hits you. And you're in a white space everywhere around you. You see kind of like these corner edges here, like you see past those, like you can see through the walls, but you can't move past them. But in front of you, right where that cube was, is a single door standing in place. As you guys sit in this area, you guys look at each other all alone in this empty scape, trying to realize before you begin to panic, the area around you goes dark once again, and you're standing next to a smaller cube.
Okay.
And they're back then.
Yes.
Oh my god, are you
What
guys
happened?
okay?
Well.
We were somewhere else.
We were in a white room.
Okay.
There was a door.
Okay.
That's all I got.
I'm gonna say something crazy. What if we go back?
I was actually kind of thinking that too. But my only concern would be, what if we go back?
And then never come back here?
Well, and then what if we go into the door, and after we go through the door, and they, make the cube small again? What if going through that door puts us in a place where we can't come back out as easily?
Well, then I guess we're fucked.
How about I come with you?
Oh, so we can all
Was-
be fucked.
Was
Yeah.
there a knob on this door?
Was there a knob on the door?
You probably didn't have a chance. You'd have to go back and see it.
God damn
Well,
it.
make a Make a quick
Like a.
perception of that. Yes, there was a doorknob. I won't even make you roll for it. It
Thank
was,
fucking God you
it
won't
was
make
like
us
a Monsters
roll.
Inc. door, okay, just standing there, little knob on it.
Because I'm thinking, if I go with you, we go through the door, and shit gets crazy, we can just use the frequent shopping.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
And reappear at TW's. We'll be completely, like,
We'll be
gone
complete.
from
Yeah.
everywhere.
That's the
but
thing. We'll be completely cut off from everybody
Yeah,
But-
well, if that's our best option.
We'll at least be safe.
That's
Can at least
true.
contact us and let us know. Because our phones don't work. Well, mine did for a second, but I don't know if I'll have it again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I say we just do it.
I mean, we could.
I mean,
we could
I
also,
definitely don't think we should all go because the mistress can just do whatever she just did to bring us back, and then if it doesn't work, like we'll like give us like a time limit, like 5 minutes.
Well,
or
what if?
something.
Do you need someone to go in there and check for you?
No, not you.
Well, I mean,
No offense, but not you.
Commander should charge in first.
You are not our commander, Glorious. Respectfully,
Okay.
I'm sorry. Maybe that was rude, but you've got some stuff going on, buddy, and I just.
No, you're right.
And
Sorry.
I really care about you, and I'm not trying to send you in when your brain is jumbled up a little bit.
Right.
Just let me know what you want me to do.
Well,
Well, like, can we just open the door and see what's in there, and then close it, and we can come back?
possibly. We can try. I think it's worth trying. I don't feel like random doors just like pop up for nothing.
So who all wants to go in then?
I'll go in.
I high five Mom when he raises his
Yeah.
hand.
I will do it.
Let the two idiots go in.
Mod will flinch. Oh, it's a high five.
I lean over to Mistress.
Yep, that's me.
Should we? I don't mean to sound rude, but I think we should probably send someone in who's not a complete idiot.
Perception to hear that is gonna be dirty
Amber or
20.
Hostile, are either of you two willing to join them?
I'd be happy to go.
I'm
unless you
squinting
want
at
to go.
Hostile.
Go right ahead.
All right.
I don't know if I
let's
want to go with Hostile. He thinks I'm an idiot.
I mean,
Got him. Sorry.
Thanks,
Should
Glorious.
still be quiet.
Thanks, Glorious.
all right, let's go.
Can I high five Gloria?
Yeah.
Ember's hand explodes.
Hits you with so much power.
It's so exciting.
Your arm attack on Titans and just like splinters outwards.
Worth it.
All right. So what are you guys doing? What's the plan?
All right, I think Melody and I are going, and
And I-
Hostile's gonna babysit.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was just go based off of your passive perception, because you wouldn't actively be trying to listen. Just saying.
Well, my passive perception's 13.
Okay, yeah,
That's right, you fuck. I may be an idiot, but my ears are working.
okay, well then you can't be mad at me because you just called yourself what I called you.
Only
got him
because you
again!
called me that.
You're on a roll, man.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
You're okay.
He doesn't
I don't-
respond.
I don't know. I didn't hear him say anything. I think
Yeah, you guys are super smart.
it might all be in your head.
Don't gaslight me. Are you gaslighting me?
No, I'm just saying I didn't hear anything.
What the hell?
That's all.
Thanks, Maud. You're a real pal.
I'm
Can
not,
I go in with anyone else?
I'm not defending you either. I'm just telling her to just cool her jets.
I have very little morals, Mon. Even that was a little shifty.
What do you mean?
Why do you have very little
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Everybody wants to gather around the cube.
Cube.
I'm not gonna say that.
Cube.
I will gather. I will.
So Melody's going around. Maud is.
Mod is
You're
around
going
the
up
cube.
too.
Yeah.
And so Mistress, are you staying outside?
Cube.
Okay.
Cube.
What about you,
Cube.
Ember?
Cube.
I'm
Cube,
staying with
cube.
Mistress.
Glorious is
Cube.
staying out as well. As
I'm
you.
going to give you 3 minutes
Okay.
before I change it back.
Should we synchronize our watches before?
3 minutes is pretty quick.
That'd be a good idea.
Do our watches even work? Do we even have watches?
I for sure wouldn't have a watch.
I have.
I'll just start counting.
I'm a teenager. I would never own Actually, that's so not true. All my kids have Apple Watches, but
Oh,
that
really?
wouldn't work here.
Electronics. Yeah. You gather around the cube. The buttons clicked, and just like before, you're completely different space, standing 3 normal people in this static world. The door.
Yeah, I go for the door.
Alright.
Chico.
I will follow after
Chicken
Melody.
Motherfucker. Okay, you guys going?
I brandish my staff as she
Nice.
prepares
Okay,
to open
forward.
the door.
It's a fresh one.
Your staff has this smelling stone again in it, right?
Yeah.
Sniff stone? Yeah.
I throw up immediately. I'm just kidding.
You open the door. And you're in a bar.
Oh hell yeah, Andy would love
Very
this.
similar bar to where you were before, but something is very different. Something is distorted, like a silhouette of the world that you were in before you went down to this underground wasteland. This is the bar in Bride's Peak Manor that you opened up and went down the elevator shaft. You stand in the escape, you look out the window sides, and you see this horribly bright white light outside. You see everything around you is perfectly restored, just like it is around. You're standing in Bride's Peak Manor.
Alright.
Can I turn around and see, make sure that the door's still open?
Door's still open.
I want to do
Some
an.
lightness.
I want to perception, look around, and see if what all I can peg is being changed.
Yes, I was gonna do the same thing.
Okay, that is 22.
22?
That's a 6.
Yeah, look, Ma, you're very much captivated with just the kind of a mirror world version of where you once were. Melody is looking at a lot of the stuff she studied before, a lot of the pictures,
Yeah.
a lot of the specific decorations, the notes and stuff that were left around aren't there anymore. Like, this is essentially like a painting of a world from a distance, but when you get close up, you notice there's not a lot there.
Okay.
The details are gone. There's no labels on the bottles.
It's like we're in some kind of
Papers you pick up are blank. It's
Okay.
yeah, essentially just like a cloudy memory, a kind of a rough draft of the world that you were in.
Do the doors work?
Yes.
Where do they go?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I go to the front door?
Yeah.
And open it up?
You go up to the front door, and sure enough, you open the doors to a to a ruined cityscape like before.
Great.
Okay. So it all looks.
And you look out, there's not a cloud in the sky. You see up above just licks of black arcs kind of cut through the air, like electric snakes running from something. Thick buildings around you here look rough, but as you get close to one, you see just how fine they are, smoothed out. They all feel like the texture of rubbing the box from the outside of before. It's all the same. Everything around you.
Can I do some sort of Arcana check maybe to see?
What are you guys doing on the outside? Yeah, you can if you want to. What are you specifically looking for?
I guess mostly just seeing just the general what's going on with this. Is it magical? Is it some sort of portal or something? Just trying to kind of glean more of what's causing this.
Okay.
Arcana, that's 25.
25? Yeah. Looking around the walls and all, this is all. You can tell this is not anything of real matter. This is simulation. And it's not necessarily anything done by the voice. This isn't the same kind of feeling you felt with dealing with the static in the air, and the feeling you felt as the hours pass. You're one of the only ones that isn't afflicted. You still kind of have experienced the effects of it. Being close to the static on the ground where Glorious is walking, and the walls where they put the rope through and all that stuff. This is generated entirely what seems to be a simulation of something, just something else.
Okay.
hear a scream
Ah.
coming from just down the road from you. You guys turn, the three of you, and look down, and there's a kid standing there.
Do they look familiar?
It's hard to tell. The kid is a black outline, white in the middle, and has very few actual features that detail in there, like a silhouette of a person. Screams and points at you all and begins to run in the opposite direction.
Wait, come back.
Let's
Because
get
the
out of
child is just
So
like
who are
sprinting
you?
away for their life.
here. This seems like a trap. I think we should
I'm
leave.
gonna message the child, with my head. I'm gonna, hey, we come in peace. Please don't be scared.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, it's my bread and butter, baby. Let's go. Yeah, that tracks. 16.
Ah,
16.
+5, Flash of Genius.
Yeah.
21.
You have more flashes of genius? Damn.
I have 2 more.
Thanks, bud.
One more now.
As the child runs, he hears the voices and he kind of crouches down like this and puts his hands over his ears, and he's just kind of like standing on the road here. You just hear muffled sounds of sobbing.
I'll message him again and I'll say, it's okay. You can respond to me in your head. What's your name?
Are you my mom? Where's my mom? I can't find her.
What's your mom's name?
I just call her mom.
What's your name?
Bailey.
Oh, little baby. Fuck, I don't know what
You
to say.
guys are essentially approaching at this point and just talking from a distance.
I'll ask him. I'll ask Bailey to come back. Come back so we can help you.
Where is this coming from? What's happening?
From the people you just ran from.
I can't. No, not the monsters. Mom said not to. Mom said to run from everyone.
I promise I'll protect you.
With a if you're carrying over the 16, yeah.
You promise?
I promise.
The kid walks over, just timidly,
It's
with his
still just
with the
staticky.
fists in his eyes. You get up and you see the close up of this figure here. Yeah, the white that's within is just a barrage of black lightning and bits and pieces of like small simulations of what the clothing would be. The figure is fairly translucent as you look through it as well, except for the black outlines that are around it there. The whiteness itself isn't entirely through. You can technically see through the child.
I'm gonna reach out my hand to see if he'll take it.
As you hold out your hand, the child tries to grab it, but his hand goes through
Okay, I
yours.
was curious about that.
What
are
year
you
is
guys?
it?
Why do you guys look normal?
What year is it for you?
For expediency's sake, he says the year that it is, just so I can say.
Oh, that, like,
Yeah, the
present day?
Yeah.
You asked us why we look normal, Bailey.
Why?
Why don't you?
Everyone looks like this. We all do. What?
What happened to you?
No, I just woke up and everything was like this.
How long has that been?
It's been weeks. I've been here for weeks. I haven't found anybody I recognize. But I'm not hungry. So I think I'm okay.
Babies.
You guys angels?
Oh.
Hell no.
Thought you called me.
Absolutely not, you little shit
You look
bag.
eye to eye with this kid as you're his height.
Maud at this point will turn back to Melody and Hustle and say, should we try to bring this kid back with
I was
us?
kind of thinking the same thing, just see what happens when he
I
comes
don't.
back.
But we can't even hold on to him. How are you gonna bring him back?
Well, he could just follow us. It seems like he trusts you.
Yeah.
That
I'm
makes
pretty
yeah, but
trustworthy.
what if
With
we
kids?
what if we try to bring him back through and
You're a kid. With the same name.
I mean, I imagine either he'll come back through with us or he won't.
Well, but
Yeah.
it's not like it's a portal. We were just snapped back.
Well, let's just take him back to where we.
Okay.
Or
Bailey,
see what
will you
happens.
come with us? We're trying to fix what's happening with you, but we think maybe if we can bring you back with us, we can keep you safe.
Really?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So cute.
Well, that's okay.
And
You-
his maw opens up and it's all teeth.
It's actually
The
it.
child begins to follow you
Fucking
backwards there.
Leviathan.
It's honestly hard to even depict anything about the facial features. The kid barely even has like any discernible. You know where the eyes and the mouth are. You see movement there, but it's just so abstract.
Well, I'm just like asking him questions. I'm like, Bailey, do you go to school? What's your family like?
Well, it's kind of weird. The school I go to, it's like I go to it's like a church school.
Oh, great.
It's a lot of fun, but I don't really know what's going on.
Do you sleep in class a lot, Bailey?
No, I'm not allowed to. Mrs. Abernathy gives you the ruler.
It's like his
Oh
views.
boy.
Do you know what I'm talking about when I say the voice?
Yeah, the people in the town with all the cars, they talk about the voice a lot, but I don't know what it means.
Okay. Well, come with us. We have just a little bit further to go, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay, mister. Do you go to school too?
Hell no.
Chris is in 4th grade.
Okay, you guys get back into the building of Bridespeak Manor, and you guys walk out back through this door here, which is essentially you open up. It's just this white expanse, and you're locked into this little cube.
Our 3 minutes should be getting close.
Oh, you had a 3-minute timer.
So I sent you on Discord. Mistress is counting to 180, and then just gonna switch it back to 1.
Okay. If you were really just kind of making this a super quick thing, you probably would have cut down on the chatter a little bit
That's fine.
with the kid. But yeah, getting back in there, you bring the kid with you in there, and you count to 180. And the cube shrinks once again. The 3 of them are standing there. There's no little kid.
Oh, Bailey.
You do see a change, however, in the cube as it begins. As a small discharge occurs.
Did we just kill him?
Oh no.
Did we just kill a kid?
We might have just fried
Yeah.
Bailey.
That
Who's
was
Bailey?
Oh no! Oh god!
So,
Give me back! Give me back!
so for you 3 that weren't in there, we found some little
Fuck.
kid. I thought it was a trap, and then we convinced him to
Naturally.
come back with us. And
I told him I would protect him. Send me back.
I think we might have just killed this
No,
kid.
send me back.
I'm like,
Not on purpose. Like, we brought him back with us, and then, like, I guess he's stuck in the. He might not be dead. He might have
it's
just.
just like a firewall.
Got
Like it
pushed
just
back.
stopped him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, energy and technology, send me back.
That
Stopped
too.
him.
Yeah.
Just the little poof of energy is like very, very concerning.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a discharge. So like the cube begins to like fluctuate with energy and then like let out like a wave.
the
Mistress
the
will
cube
hand it
just-
back to
The cube smacks its lips and goes.
So you
Thanks.
are you all going up to this time? What are y'all doing?
So.
At
Just
least
them?
me, I went.
I think,
I guess-
Melody wants to go back and check on the kid.
I'll go back in
Give
the cube
us,
too.
give us 5 minutes this time.
Yeah, I'll go back. I'll go back in too. Yeah.
Mistress is gonna count.
Well,
to
there's
3.
someone having a
They
really
all
good
count
time.
this time.
You go back in. The cube appears once again, and you're in this small room that's attached to Bridespeak Manor.
I open up the door. Bailey!
Silence.
Ah! Bailey!
Let's go.
Well, Bailey wasn't in this room. You have to go
I'm-
outside of
I'm
you.
running outside and I'm yelling his name.
Okay.
You murdered a child.
I'm
Yeah,
like, you
I'll-
murdered a child!
Yeah, I'll go into the street and shout Bailey's name as well, even though Bailey didn't say a word to me.
Bailey!
You brought the child into the murder room.
You go out into the street and shout his name.
Don't make me a child
Eerie
killer.
silence, yeah. There's.
Oh.
It's almost as
Alright.
if everything's a lot quieter in here. Like the air is kind of absorbing the shouts. No echoes or anything.
Well,
no.
I think we'll call that a failed experiment. Now we know we can't bring anything.
Let's.
On second thought, we probably could have grabbed a bottle or like a chair first to just like, look through.
Before you started.
Experiment, yeah. Oh no. I'm just.
D&D.
Melody, are you gonna be okay?
No! He trusted me! Everybody around me is fucking dying.
We don't know that for sure.
And you're laughing. This is not funny.
No, in character. I'm not laughing in character.
You just
I
assume
don't
he's
know.
laughing.
I don't know, Carl. You don't hear the voice. How the fuck am I supposed to?
It's a fair
Good
point.
point. Neither do you, idiot.
Yeah, I did.
No, you don't.
No!
Only one here that uses a voice is hostile. And he
It's
doesn't even use it
deeper.
that often.
It is deeper.
Alright, well, let's.
I use a menacing aura.
That works.
It's true.
I noticed that.
That's true. I can tell when sheep is mistress and
Yes.
when not.
Okay.
I guess let's go back because we now know everything we need to know about this.
Melody, do you want to stay for a little bit and look around and maybe he
Well,
just
we
went
only have
maybe
about
he
4
just went down the
minutes
street a
left.
little bit.
Can I look around and see if there's any indication that, like, blood on the fucking floor or something?
No, there's nothing around. Oh, well, I mean, you can make an investigation check if you want.
17.
So, yeah, there's no trace. Like, it was never there. You're in an environment that has, like, void of any excess particles except for what is in this simulation, essentially.
Alright, well. I'm super curious about what happens whenever we click a 3. Like, do we get put in a different place?
Let's
Maybe he's in the 3.
I mean, you're right, maybe.
Maybe he's in the 3.
Let's hold on hope
He
that
leveled
he's in
up.
3.
He didn't die.
Alright, let's go
I'm
back
not
and
using
just...
child murder as fun mod! Lighthearted and fun! What
Let's-
a fucking bop this is!
Let's go back to the room.
Wait,
Anyway.
yeah, let's wait to go back and then I'd like to ask Spit some questions.
Alright.
Okay, you guys head back.
Your ass
Head
would.
Head back then. You wait the remainder of the time, and sure enough, Mistress, you
I grab a
them out.
bottle from the bar and
Okay.
hold it just to see what happens.
You grab a bottle out. Okay, perfect. I assume you get to 5 minutes and you bamf them out. You hit the one on the button and you're holding nothing. There's nothing there.
Okay, well that would have worked as an experiment before we murdered a child.
Stop saying that!
I was holding a
You guys
bottle.
murdered a child?
Oh my god!
We don't know.
I mean,
hyperventilating.
That sounded pretty confident.
It's a simulation. Like,
Oh yeah, he's probably not real then.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't. Yeah,
Or is it
I
just
mean
like
it's
a
the principle
program?
of it.
Oh well,
You
it's
know?
a sim.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I love that game.
Mistress, can you call Spit out?
Hi.
Hey, Spit.
Hi. I'm Spit.
What can you tell us about this cube?
This is the avatar storage. Oh, you're talking about the actual cube itself?
Yeah.
Oh, this is, wow. I haven't seen Release in a couple days. This is what, some of the coats that walked around called the malleable signal. Essentially, it's just a big,
It's just a big.
it's
fuck.
just a really condensed, discharged, containment of, a piece of the excess signal that the voice puts out.
Okay.
What happens if you go inside of it?
Well, if you go inside of it, it's essentially just kind of, for a moment, synchronizing the matter that it's containing inside of it. So I mean, as long as you don't, like, I don't know, die in there, you should be okay. That's how most of the gray coats got around this place, actually. Since everything is so spread apart, most of the travel was used by these things.
Okay.
In fact, one of the higher-ups from there, Amba, specifically worked on prototypes to try to utilize these creations for better use. Although I don't know if he was successful.
Okay. Does shot in the dark here, but in your history, or of just the entire history of this place, does the name Bailey ring a bell to you at all?
Oh, Bailey.
He stays still for a couple moments.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Go into there with the gun.
I'm sorry, I just.
So I just had a thought.
I were to go in and shoot a
If
child.
I go in with a gun.
No, I'm just saying, if we go in with the little static grabber, go into there and shut it off or whatever, do we appear wherever we are in the simulation? Do we think that's how it works?
Oh, maybe.
If that's what they used to get around,
It's possible.
that's probably what.
Mont says in his fucking idiot state. You're like, it's possible.
Fascinating.
That would be my guess, at least.
Well, Spit, do you know what the corresponding numbers on the screen are and how they relate to the cube? Because we changed it from a 1 to a 2, and the cube became a lot larger and enveloped a couple of us.
Essentially, it's just uncompressing the signal. So the larger the number, the larger the signal. So if you get a 3, it'll probably take up this whole room. Maybe. It's exponential, so it's probably going to be pretty big.
Okay. Would there be any benefit to that?
Yeah, more people.
Okay.
Oftentimes the great coats all went in at once. So they use that function. Rather
Okay.
than just getting a couple people in.
Okay.
Save a lot of time.
Okay.
Especially since this was used for transportation around this place. Large numbers could go from one place to another in a blink of an eye.
Are the destinations fixed?
Oh, depends. Some of them are. But I know this one is for sure. You can't move this one because this one is being generated by the avatar storage machine. So if you move this away, that'll probably cause a lot of problems for the machine.
Before we continue experimenting with this much further, we can always come back to this. Perhaps we should go and try to cure Glorious.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah, I think that we don't really know enough just yet.
Well, isn't the cure for me inside of here?
Oh, is this the avatar storage, or is it...
Yeah, this is the avatar storage.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, they mentioned this was.
so this thing is the avatar storage, this thing that we're manipulating with the...
Yeah, this machine here. I said that earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
Spit did mention that.
Spit
now that I
So
think
there's
about it.
nothing else in this room really except for this.
Yeah, while you're standing out here, it's essentially just this 3-ringed plaza, kind of, with these iron walls that kind of circular around, and then thermometer out back to the broken bridge where you guys were at.
Then how do we use this to revert Glorious?
I've never seen the machine in person, but I do know that the Great Coats, whenever they were exposed to a little too much of this during their experiments, even though almost all of them had the headsets on, they would always come back here. That's all I know. I've never actually been inside this thing. So, perhaps what you're looking for is in there.
Hey,
Maybe
Glorious.
will see
Hey!
things differently too.
Time to go in.
Yeah!
Are we all gonna?
I'm gonna hold his hand.
Hey, your hand's sweaty. Well, that's me.
Are we all gonna go in, or just?
Well, will it take the computer with it too? If it's within
I
the range?
think so. Like, if I have it, I should be able to continue to control it.
Okay.
And if I can't, then we'll bamf out to the store.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's.
We can just
That feels
redo
like a-
this entire
Feels like
quest
a really
line.
bad option.
Travel all the way back to Bridespeed, rent a new vehicle, kill Caddy again, go
Oh no.
It's just
Murder Bailey again.
we're just reloading. the
Hey
save.
Andy, can you get back here? We need to do it.
Hey, we're reloading the save. I need you to come back.
Save's coming the
Man.
session.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Okay, so what are you guys doing as you stand outside here?
I'm setting it to
I guess
3.
turn that bitch on 3.
All of a sudden, you guys, essentially in the entire room here, all see the flash at once. The new people, Ember, Mistress, and even Glorious, now experience this. And you're in a much larger little cube now, but in the center, where the avatar storage machine was, is a closed door.
Real fast before we go in, can you set that back to 1 and just make sure that we?
Mr. will
Okay,
set it back to
back.
1.
You're all back standing in the room
Mr.
again.
will set
Okay,
it back
cool.
to 3.
Back inside the avatar
Just
storage.
wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Spit, are you here with us?
Hello!
Can you see this?
Everything's all white and weird.
What do you see there? And Mistress will gesture towards the door.
Oh, that's the door.
Good. Food robot.
Glorious,
And
what
Mistress
are
will
you
pat the
seeing?
robot.
Oh, I love the scritches.
Glorious, what are you seeing here?
Well, that's a white room with a door.
All right,
Okay.
cool.
So we're all in agreement.
Well, this is a weird sermon.
What?
What?
Certainly.
Yeah, came here for a sermon. I knew the voice would lead me to the light.
Well,
What?
this is a bit literal by scripture standards, but
I don't think we should keep correcting him. There's no point.
I
It's
think
like
we
someone
should
that has dementia.
Go through the door and
Tell him
see
that.
what Glorious
Yeah.
sees.
I concur.
Mistress will open the door.
Okay. You open the door once again, and it's this bar outside. Glorious walks outward into himself.
Wow, it's pretty good. Pretty good bar.
yeah, I wonder if they have any Baileys.
No Baileys.
No,
Yes.
Lisa's
Damn.
crying again.
Yeah.
Sadly, there's no Baileys at this bar. There
Uh,
was, but they just ran
Glorious, what do you see here?
Fuck off.
I go lock it.
Glorious.
With Melody.
Glorious, what do you see in here?
It's a bar.
Well, is it all white and cartoony?
Yeah, I guess that is weird. Where are we? What is this place?
It looks like Glorious is seeing what you're seeing right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this is we're seeing the same thing. I just wanted to make sure.
That's nice. Now I don't feel like a psychopath. Praise the voice. All right, let's go.
Oh no. I don't like this.
Glorious walks out the front
Fuck.
door.
Hey, Glorious.
Well, I want to see what the hell this is about.
No, that's fine, but you've never really struck me as much of a religious guy
You've
before, but
really
now you're
praised
talking
the
about
voice
praise the
before.
voice and
Well, yeah, the voice is our savior. You
Oh.
don't agree with me?
It's okay
not
to
so
have
much that I don't
opinions.
agree. Is just that this
It's
is
all
just
sounding very old Terry to you.
yeah. This just seems like a surprising turn to you. Is all.
What do you mean? Everyone needs a little salvation in their life. Maybe you could use some.
All right, let's go.
Whatever
Glorious,
you say, buddy.
how does the voice feel about the gays? Just, before I convert, I just need to know.
This is
Andrew,
Put me in a
are you
hole
about to
here.
get
This is a
canceled?
very conservative state that that Palegrass is in.
Well, you know.
The voice could be.
Oh no.
The voice could be.
You know. Yeah,
Well,
that's
you
right.
know.
No, let's just move on. I don't want to hear the rest of that answer.
Yeah, you guys asked.
This
I
is,
keep
I
taking
would
a
like
drink
to hear
and
the answer.
Okay.
choke.
I'm going.
Let's
To,
has decided the voice is the big bad or not.
I'm gonna treat you like I treat my family and just ignore these topics of conversation.
If the voice is pro-gay, then we're all pro-voice.
Switch sides.
The campaign goes in a weird direction.
All of a sudden, you don't want to save Glorious.
We're all disciples of the voice.
We all
remove our
take off our
helmets.
helmet. You know, campaign is over with us dying in Brightspeed, Oklahoma.
Yeah, we are in Oklahoma.
Let's take a break, you guys. Let's take a small break.
It
As
is-
we're all entering
fine.
into this voided
Weird.
out landscape that is
Weird place.
Brights Peak.
Yeah.
It's so
Andrew,
funny.
look at my
Voided out
baby.
landscape
You got a
is
baby?
probably Avatar
You
story.
got a baby.
You got baby. Oh, that's a good
Andrew, look
baby.
at this baby.
That's a good baby.
Oh man,
A soda.
I got
Good stuff, you guys.
I
Good
got
stuff.
to poop.
Go poop.
I'm gonna go destroy your bathroom upstairs.
No.
Go poop.
Oh my poop.
Would you like to try an old-timey candy?
I'm actually okay.
Oh. How's it going, man?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good.
I got them at the Cracker Barrel.
Oh, that is old timey.
Waiting for this for a while.
Wait. What about the Cracker Barrel?
Everything except for this candy I got at the Cracker Barrel.
Oh.
I got all of these.
I
at the
don't want to
Cracker
upset Zara, but I really want to show you my Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
These are some Cracker Barrel ass candies.
Eat a cat.
But look at him. He's even got a curly tail.
I got some Cracker Barrel candy upstairs.
Ooh. Is anyone gonna eat that last garlic nut?
I'll take
It's
it.
all yours.
Oh.
Looks
Whoever
pretty good.
wants it.
The other one was really good. Are you see it?
We can split it.
I'll split a
Let's
garlic
wrap
nut
them
with
up
you.
in this blanket and then-
I mean, it's kind of gay, but
Pop one of these bad boys.
Oh no!
What is
Yeah,
it?
no, I'm not gonna do that.
What is it?
Wow.
I'm not.
You just told me no.
I did.
It's garlic.
I was just straight up a clove of garlic.
Well, please don't.
Don't. What the fuck?
Does it say if you go upstairs and roast it, I'll eat it?
Eat a small one. That's the biggest one. Jesus. Let me cook.
It's gotta cook. God damn you.
Man's gotta cook. I want to see.
Thankfully, I'm a little smarter than Maud is, and I do know what garlic is.
Anyone who eats
Why would you do
garlic
this?
raw is the worst.
Did you peel it at first?
I mean, it's peeled.
Oh, is it peeled? Okay.
Yeah, that's regular. Oh my god! Oh! You idiot. Don't do it.
It's spicy.
Yeah, that's right.
God damn it.
I'm gonna smell like garlic for the next week.
We have garlics. They're like little pleasure pills. I love them.
A little pleasure pill? Is that what you said?
Oh, pleasure pill.
Oh my god.
Make a beverage.
Do it. CJ, what's your new job?
I'll be online and mobile banking support.
Okay.
Also handling like debit card claims. You know when like you go to a website or something and they have that little bubble on
Yeah,
the side
yeah.
that's like, hey, do you need to chat or something or have a question about
You'll
it?
be
No,
the one.
I'm that voice.
Oh.
I'm that person on the
Oh,
other side
cool.
of the screen.
That's fun.
Yeah, they
Sounds
said,
way better than telework.
yeah, oh my god, and sales. I'm just over sales. I think that's the biggest thing.
Mhm.
And I'll be working from home.
Yep, that's what I knew.
So I'm gonna save
Sweet.
like a lot of money.
On gas and
Yeah.
yeah,
So,
for sure.
I'm really excited.
That's
I just
exciting.
ordered a new desk today. And
Ah.
I ordered, I already have like a monitor stand, so my monitor's a little higher. Well, they're gonna send me all the computer stuff, like everything. So I'll
Cool.
have two monitors, the computer, the keyboard, all that stuff.
That's awesome.
And so I'll use both monitor stands for those. Maybe we'll see how it looks on the desk and everything. And then once I get all the stuff, so
That's
I'm
exciting.
excited, but I don't start for a month.
Oh,
Let's see. I think it's my last day at the branch will be June 18th, and then I'll start on the 19th
Okay.
next month.
Gotcha. Cool.
Kind of bummed because I was hoping for 2 weeks, and I was in that mindset, but
Yeah.
Do they
big,
fire you?
huh?
What happened?
No, just my new position.
Oh.
It's a
She's
month
just gotta
out.
wait for a while.
But I think it's also like
Just a
they
prank.
have to send me all this stuff.
Empty a thing of Tums, put it up, put a bunch of bottle cap candies in it.
Oh god.
Empty out tubs, put cloves
Dude,
of
that's the
garlic in
ultimate
it.
placebo effect. My god, this fucking sucks.
Man, I'm never having Tums again.
Like,
Yeah,
this tongue,
just only
this
garlic.
tongue
Go to
works great.
Rolaids.
Oops, all garlic.
All right. Step one: freeze dry some garlic. Step 2: crush it all up into a powder. Step 3: press it into discs.
Grind into a gel-like paste. Or a
Ew.
paste-like, what is it? What's your kind?
I don't remember.
Grind into a gel-like, or paste-like gel.
What do you, okay, I'm trying to think of what you're quoting.
You. It's like something you woke up in the middle of the night and said.
Really?
Yeah, this is your quote.
Kyle.
You said this to me before, and apparently you also said this in your sleep, according to your wife.
Really?
Oh, my cat's
This
still
is-
there. I just
It's
kicked
a
him.
Facebook post, so it's there. You just step on my
Mean.
cat?
I kicked him.
Zura.
Apparently, I dream about grinding stuff into a gel-like paste.
Grind into a gel-like paste. That's what you said. She's like, what?
I don't know.
Kyle's freaking killing children and making their bones
You're
into jello
killing
sand.
children.
It's
No,
only,
it wasn't me. You guys were like, let's bring him.
it's only,
bring him.
it's only
Definitely
my,
was not the person who pressed the button
I
to
was
shrink
gonna
it.
say.
it's only in my sleep, so it's fine.
technically.
Hi, Zoob.
Zoobies.
And well,
it
Andrew
right?
says some weird shit in his sleep too. so-
God, he says some
Sorry about
terrifying
that.
shit in his sleep.
When he fell asleep on my couch last weekend, that didn't ever work
Yeah,
for
see?
him.
He
You have
he,
no
he
proof.
didn't wake up
You're
and say,
making up-
"There's someone in the room with us."
Listen, I was trying to be a good husband.
So
Albeit I
scary.
didn't do anything.
It's not
And then we were on VR chat last night. And we saw the worst friggin' model. This horrible stretched out cat. And Andrew goes, "Hey, Kayla, see that? That's what I saw in our hallway the other night." I'm like, "No!
That's terrible.
There's someone in the room with us."
This is a random VR
Do you
chat
see
now,
it?
girl.
Because-
Scary.
Do you
hate
see it? Do you see that? I'm like, "See what?" He goes, "There's someone in the hallway
When Kayla was telling
Like,
that, like my heart was racing.
Oh.
That's
and
I
then
hate
we were
that.
in daylight.
You know how awkward that would have been? She went out there to check and then just some asshole punched her. And then all of a sudden I'm the bad guy for warning her.
She goes out to check. It's Andrew.
Like some asshole's like it's me. It was like, hey.
And I'm like, who was in bed with me?
Me.
I should.
Shadow clone jutsu.
I should.
Turns out
I
Andrew's
should
an
piss.
identical twin you've been living with this whole time.
Like, how do you hide from me so well?
He's actually just
They're
standing
downstairs
down here.
fucking the whole time.
What?
Him and his shadow clone?
There's a reason you never go into that room.
It's
It's so
like-
easy to hide people.
Yeah, it is.
He saw me because CJ hid there for once.
No, she hid in there.
Look at this.
Yeah, in there. That's where
Yeah,
he was
in there.
pointing. That room.
We have the new futon in there.
He's not in Lawrence anymore.
I'm gonna go see Fulton in August.
You getting a psychic? Is the garlic affecting your ears?
Like my left ear just started ringing really bad.
You didn't have to eat the garlic. You want to do it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop!
I'll do it with you.
Sinjin followed me on Instagram.
Oh no.
All I have on there is books, basically. So
You shouldn't allow your students to reach out to you on social media.
he didn't reach out to me; he just followed.
That's that.
That's the only one that I have that isn't
He didn't
private.
kiss me. He just fucked me.
No, it's not.
Extreme.
Not the same.
Not
at
the same
all.
scenario as well. So maybe get your hair out of the gutter.
Your hair?
All right. So we got Kyle. Kyle's in there
As,
taking.
as your coworker, I must advise: don't fuck the children.
I
Unless
do
like
not
you,
want to.
unless you really, really want to, then
Unless I really,
Then
really,
it's
really
okay.
want
No, like
to
who?
do the job.
Who's society to tell me not to? Yeah.
yeah,
My actual employer,
age is just a number.
and you know, the law,
What's that?
But see,
and
you can,
also
The law depends
gross.
on the children.
but also like you can break the
Let's
law.
change
Like,
the subject.
but also you
I'm
can break the
really
law if you really,
uncomfy.
really want to.
I really, really don't want to.
It's not illegal
It's a
if we don't
recorded
get caught.
broadcast. I do want to try to
I
change
don't
the
wanna
subject.
do this.
I feel ya.
That's really like the
No, I get it.
that's how it works with everything though. Like, yeah, stealing's illegal, but like if you really, really want to, it's not.
Yeah, like you could.
I mean, yes, it's still illegal. You just it depends on if it matters to you.
No,
and
it's not illegal.
breaking the
anymore.
law matters to me.
It's not illegal anymore.
I
if
don't
you
wanna
really,
do-
really want to. Just like murder, if you really, really want to murder someone,
Alright.
then it's
Yeah.
not illegal.
Alright,
Yeah.
The
Alright,
official
you
stance of the Don't Trust Me podcast is don't murder, steal, or have sex with children.
Unless you really, really want to.
Oh,
You can,
Alright.
however, crush children
Alright.
into a gel-like paste.
Crush that child into a gel-like paste. It'll be fine. Anyway,
Rip
I'll be
Bailey.
honest. I didn't think you were gonna take them out with you.
We just killed a vital NPC.
It's supposed to lead you into the town.
Well,
no.
Caleb
It's
was
okay,
like,
we've
I'll
been there.
message him with my psychic powers. Like,
we've been there before. We know the
no,
way.
you're fine. I'll figure it out.
No the way.
We know the way.
We know the way.
Okay, you guys, make your way out into this desecrated townscape of just this white, black silhouette. What is your current objective?
Get fucked.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. That's not what I want. I want the
So, I guess we could
Unfucked.
Yes.
we could head the way that Bailey started going, because there might still be people there, or they might be there. Who knows?
They? Who's they?
Bailey. It was never clear what gender they
Right.
were, because Bailey could really work for a man or a woman.
You're right. You're right.
I don't know. I've never met a man
Son.
named Bailey.
So I'm going with they pronouns because
I know a guy named Bailey.
Okay.
He has two older siblings and a mom, and all four of them have different last names.
I want everyone here
Okay.
to make perception checks.
Yes.
As you stand out in this townscape.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I get
Perceive the
anything
shit
less
out of
than
this
10 again.
townscape.
Kayla, I'm
22.
throwing these dice away.
16.
13. You're doing really good on your rolls tonight, Caleb.
11.
I was doing
Oh,
bad at
that's
the
not-
beginning.
see, it's over 10. You're good.
I rolled a 7.
Oh. Oh, way.
Throw them away,
16.
they're so pretty.
Damn. Oh, good tonight. Okay, Okay.
I'm rolling to go to bed.
What did you get, Kyle?
I got 13.
13, that's not bad.
I know, but that was a 12, and a 12 is my highest roll tonight so far.
Essentially, as you guys
Feel that?
make your way into this eerie, like, alternate world of where you used to be, except for the ground, but you hear no crunch of gravel. You feel just a kind of stagnant air around you, as though you're walking through, like, an area where you can breathe, but you feel like there's no air to back that up. You look into the sky, and it's an endless abyss of white and black. Just this eerie echoing of colors. Look at the buildings. They're frozen in place. Some of you, people that got 15 or higher, look up to these buildings here and notice some parts where gravel would fall down and it's just stationary in the air against gravity's will. Like this is a snapshot of a time period. You notice this as well. You had anyone get over 20?
Yeah.
What did you get?
22.
Kayla, as you guys walk forward here, you see something off in the distance over. As you guys are heading down this one road past the bridge, which you originally found Caddy and then found the Bride's Peak Manor, you see a clock tower over the horizon. You don't remember there being a clock tower in this town.
Okay.
Which is odd.
I'll point it out. I'll say, do you guys remember there being a clock tower in Progress?
Ooh, where's the clock tower?
Here?
We're close to home, baby!
What do you mean, Gloria?
That's the ringer! That's 2 clicks up from the bar!
The ringer?
Yeah, in Palegrass! It's the town hall's clock tower!
I mean, we're pretty far
Wait,
from
what?
home.
Well, it's right there, look at it!
And he points up, and sure enough, in the distance, you see this head of a clock tower just above the ruins. The clock tower, I mean, it's super far away, but looks fine. Not compared to this runescape here.
But you said that I don't remember there being one?
What do you mean? Not in the original Bride's Peak.
Oh, but it's blending with Progress. Okay.
Oh my god, this is. I think everywhere that they had one of those towers that the voice has been is just basically compressed into this.
You think so?
So if we I bet once we got to the edge of Bride's Peak, we're in Palegrass.
That would make sense
So
if
then
Palegrass
what
leaves.
is-
Wait, so what all... Hold on, I'm new to this party here. What all places were being affected by this? At least, what do you know of?
Millview? Was that?
Millview was.
So we know of 3, basically.
No, we know of another one.
Oh, yeah, no, it's fucking New Mexico.
Puerto.
Puerto,
Puerto,
yeah.
So we know
They
4.
would find
Fucking
I'm like, screw.
So if there are other towns that might be like this...
If we try to take the screw back through, we'll get Bailey'd.
You see the minute like Hostel makes that connection, he just like freezes and just like looks off in a direction.
Bailey.
Hostile, you sit here in this moment and you, once again, you feel the coldness that wasn't in the air before, just kind of biting your skin as, once again, Millview becomes forced into your life again. And then fades. And everyone sees just this man's not participating, of course, where he was earlier. He brought up the fact that this could be a possibility.
Well, at least we have somewhere we know the landscape of. I, for one, want to go ahead and see if anyone we know is there. You said there was people in here when you came in earlier. I don't see anyone in this hellscape.
Well, not people. One child.
Maybe we can't give up. There has to be more people here. Who knows how much the voice messed with us and messed with me for sure.
He said that it's been like this for weeks, and he hasn't been able to find anyone he recognized.
Well, we've been dealing with these headaches for weeks.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should check out the place where we found the remains of Caddy here at Bride's Peak.
That's not a bad idea.
Will that do us?
To see if
Yeah.
she is there.
If the residents here are the deceased, could give us some information.
Okay. Yeah, let's go back. Across the bridge to get here. I guess that's okay.
Glorious, if this is too hard for you.
No, I'm not. If you don't think I'm your leader now, I'm still trying to prove it. So I'm not gonna let.
And he just continues to walk.
Okay.
Back where the bridge crosses over the riverbed. This time, you would notice there is a full river there this time, not a dried out one. The river, well, it looks like it's stuck in a frozen, like a flowing motion, is not moving at all. It's super unnerving. Put your hand in it, your hand feels the sensation of wetness. When you pull it out, it's dry. And the waves don't move. And you make it to the bridge. Everyone here wants to make an investigation check. To see
Yeah,
if
I'm
there's
really good at those.
interference or what's going on here.
Yeah, it's par for the course.
19. 14.
14.
So I think only one of us can roll good.
At a time.
You said 19?
Yeah.
Ember, as you go looking about here, you guys are trying to just see if there's any semblance. You definitely don't see any bodies, anybody here of that, so that wouldn't have been a thing. Ember, as you're kind of sitting over the bridge here, thinking about where else you can look at, you look down to the river, this stagnant, frozen river, and you see something floating in there. So it looks like a helmet.
I pointed out to the group.
The group sees it.
Helmet.
You gotta
Yeah.
move closer to the riverbed here. It's a essentially suspended. It is a version of the helmets you all are wearing now. Although you would notice everything else in this area is just kind of like a rough draft drawing of everything here. This is a very detailed helmet. It doesn't look like you guys, which all look like normal people, but it is so detailed.
Can I reach in and see if I can grab it?
Yeah, you can. You'd be able to
Does it look
fish it out.
attached to anything?
No.
Ew, so you reach out, there's a head inside.
It's not attached to anything. You pull out this cracked helmet that matches the same one that Caddy had, that you had and
That I
repaired.
currently have that's
Yeah.
fixed.
But this one is essentially just like a super detailed, like pencil drawing of that, rather than an actual version. But you're able to make contact with it.
Do we
I-
think? Sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, this helmet looks a lot more clear than, anything else we've seen here. Maybe that's because we're actually intimately familiar with what this looked like in, the real world.
Well, it's also probably been here the least amount of time.
Could be it too.
I want to point out as well, so the longer you hold this here, you did make contact with it within your hands. You're slowly starting to fade through it.
Oh.
Like it's just like it is a more concentrated version, but it is still not meant to be touched by you.
Interesting.
It's like trying to hold like a bubble.
Is there anyone here who's been afflicted by the voice that would be willing to lightly change the dial that lets in some of the voice? Because I'm wondering if, since it seems like we're not technically in Bride's Peak, if the voice is still affecting things here.
Well,
I'd be willing to do it, but like the voice hasn't affected me yet, and I would like at least one of us to stay unaffected.
I can give it a shot if you think it'll help us learn any new information. But
I think it will, but I'm worried that the voice is still affecting things here, and I don't want you to get hurt or damaged any more than you already are.
yeah, fuck it. Yeah, go ahead and do it.
Do it slowly, please.
Yeah.
You twist
Just like
the knob.
just like a notch or whatever.
You twist the knob on the right side.
Yeah, the one, not the one that deals with transparency, but the one that.
No, Mod with his low intelligence
He
just
first does.
makes it dark. Nothing happened.
As you twist the knob a notch here, you feel an immediate, like, kind of a throb in your head here. How long do you keep it turned?
Well, as soon as I feel that, I'll switch back.
Okay, switch it back here.
Yeah.
Your intelligence is lowered again by 1 point. But
I'm so sorry.
you feel something
Officially
different here.
manifesting
You don't,
intelligence.
because of the environment you're in here, nothing visually changes for you here, but there's just some slight difference in your way of thinking right now. Everyone around you here has just kind of like this bright light shining behind them, like some sort of oracle. It's very enlightening.
I turn to everybody and say, you're glowing.
Thanks, Mom.
Hostel,
Which
that
does
felt...
not do that. Just to be clear.
Hostel, that felt funny.
Okay, so I think it's still affecting us here, and I'm sorry for asking you to do this.
Oh, no. I'm okay. I mean, you guys are all glowing now. That's pretty cool.
What's 12?
I know, right?
What's 10 times 12?
Oh no. Should I roll for 10
I was
times
gonna
12?
say,
Make an
roll.
intelligence check.
God damn it.
Here's the question: could Fisty solve this problem?
That's a dirty one.
You sit here staring up in the air, you're just kind of smiling, and then you look down and say, "You guys are glowing."
Okay, so let no one else do that. That was a bad idea.
120! Fuck yeah!
I have
Good
my
job,
glorious.
It took him like a minute.
Dude, you're so smart.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling me that everyone's glowing. I thought, finally, I'm not alone.
Oh, you can see it too.
Yeah, check him out, man. Look how bright that dude
They
is.
look like angels.
Little light bulb.
Oh,
Hey, man.
Bailey's
Give me a hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gloria. If only Bailey was here to celebrate with us.
Oh.
Fuck you.
Anyway, let's continue. So what do you guys from that discovery?
Crying.
Consoling.
I'm weeping.
You essentially now, I don't know if I've been having you collect these, you have 2 points of corruption.
Alright, so.
Yeah, let me go plug this into my...
Whereas, now, for now, you are the most, aside from Glorious, fucked up person.
Oh, where are we?
So that's, at this point... Okay, so that's, what, -3 to intelligence now? Because I've had... This is my
This is your
third...
second one.
Oh, I thought this was my third one. Okay, no, this is the
I
second
think
one.
it is. No, did you get another one?
No, it should be.
You had,
Okay,
you
never
had
mind.
a slight, you had a slight alteration in the
Okay.
church. But being here in the town, you've lost 2.
Okay.
Okay. Should we see if my theory is correct and go to the edge of Brightspeak and see if another town is just right next to it?
Yeah.
Let's go, guys.
Okay. You begin walking down the road once again towards the clock tower that's been pointed out to you by Melody and Glorious at this point. And you reach a point in your walking. Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good.
Where you, sure enough, you reach a point where the crumbled asphalt harshly changes. Like something was stitched into it and something else is there. You see brick road. And the architecture around you is no longer crumbled, it's normal. You see the tower above you here and you actually hear voices around. You're in Brightspeak.
I don't look like I speak no more.
But, well,
Or pale grass.
oh, sorry, Palegrass, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good.
There's
Okay.
nothing good about this.
So, yeah. It seems like once they've built a tower and the voices affected it,
That was
shows up here.
That was a lot shorter trip back home than I remember coming here.
Yeah, right, exactly. Everything's all white. That's nice, though.
Yeah.
Is
Oh.
it the same thing, basically?
Yes. It's just
I
a...
think a man from this house should be saying that.
I know, I was just thinking that too.
What is it?
Everything's all white. That's nice though.
Yeah.
Ah!
Anyway.
Is honestly the way I prefer
At
it.
this point, yeah. You hear voices.
Stop.
You hear voices and light, kind of like anxiety in the distance. You
Ooh.
see, sure enough, as you enter and walk into this townscape here, just the random person kind of walking in the street, just kind of very solemnly looking around. Before they kind of do this weird pacing turn, like they have nothing better to do. Like White Walkers.
Ah.
That's a reference I don't get.
It's just zombies.
It's Game of Thrones.
I knew it was Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's just kind of
Just zombies.
essentially. You're running into more people, and they all have the same visage of a Bailey, but in slightly different amounts. Some are more detailed than others.
Okay.
There's some that are just barely outlines of silhouettes of people walking, and some that have so many details on them.
Okay.
I wonder if it depends on how much.
But all of them give you kind of like odd glances, but then
And
walk
we
off.
all-
The
and
ones
we
that are
all-
less detailed barely give you any mind at all. But the ones that have the more details kind of question you. You hear them whisper, and it's like, what's going on there? But at the end of the day, nobody is fully in the right mind and keeps walking.
Can I stop one of the more detailed people?
Yeah, you can. There's this older man that's kind of on a bench here, just kind of hands in prayer, just kind of looking down like this. And you come up to him here. Well, hello there, Tyke. How are you today? My God, you have your colors back. That's something.
Yeah, how long has it been like this for you?
You mean this town?
Yeah.
Well, I've lived here all my life, but it's only been all dreary like this for a few weeks.
Okay. Do you remember anything happening before, like, that brought this about, or?
I woke up, and it was like this. I couldn't think much, but now I can.
What's changed?
Well, I'm able to talk now. That's kind of nice. More people are showing up. That's nice as well. It's nice to not be alone. I love this town. Praise the voice.
Oh,
What's your name?
the
Me?
boys hates the gays.
Oh. Jonathan, how are you?
You good? How are
All
you?
of them.
I'm having a swell day.
All right. Well, I'll
And
be
his
back.
face is just kind of like this mosaic. He's more detailed than the others, but it's very unsettling to look at. It's like a weird Matisse, kind of like a melting, kind of screamish thing, as the static's trying to build info that's not there.
I don't like that.
I do want everyone to hear this, listen to this conversation, to roll a perception check.
Oh boy.
Me too.
Cool.
Essentially, yeah, everyone would need to roll.
That's
Except
a-
for Flores won't.
That's a 3.
Three.
I'm rolling really good.
Nine.
I'm rolling real good tonight.
What'd you get?
12.
12.
Not 20.
Ah,
Also got
my
12.
God.
Well, I mean, he is talking to
Who
the
are you?
guys,
and What have you done with Dante?
You're doing amazing tonight.
Taking all
I
the
know.
fucking good rolls.
Yeah,
Hostile.
mine too.
You immediately notice something. Just out of the timbre of his voice, it hits you like at the beginning of the conversation, just as a take. You're like, that's odd. But then you keep going, and then sure enough, by the end of it, it's like I've heard this voice before, and not while I was in Palegrass. I heard this man speaking over Melody's radio.
Oh.
He was one of the voices in the static, praying.
Oh.
They said,
No, not one of the ones at the end. Not like in the cacophony.
Right.
Not
Oh.
not one of those ones.
Hey, Melody.
huh?
Does the name Jonathan mean anything to you?
Does it?
No. Well, make a history check.
4.
4.
I was ready.
You
to
know
use-
thousands of Jonathans now.
Listen,
Thousands of
I
dollars.
know.
Thousands of Jonathans. Don't act.
I know so many Jonathans. Can you like narrow it down a little bit?
Come.
Like the Jonathan with like the man bun?
Come say hi to this guy.
Okay, fuck.
Oh, hello there, dearie. How are you
Hi.
this day?
You know.
What did you get
it's
on your
been-
perception?
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot. It was 14. I can't read.
As you sit here and talk to him here, yeah. Well, like just as you're having a conversation with them, it does kind of click. Like it was quieter in the distance, but this was one of the forefronting voices, just kind of muttering a poem, like a prayer, during the static chanting of that instance in Puerto Mexico, in Mexico.
I'm gonna find where I wrote this down.
While she's looking for that, did we walk like in the direction Palegrass would have been Like
You're in
real
Palegrass
life.
right now.
Well, like from where we were in Bride's Peaks, where we walked, like would it have been like in the direction?
You
Directionally?
walked essentially east, kind of, because the building was facing to the east. So in theory, Oklahoma is kind of to the northwest. So in theory, that's kind of the right direction. But either way, going that way brought you here.
I was just wondering if this was like geologically was in the same direction, just
There's only one way to find out, because you only know Puerto is more west.
Right.
Millview is a little bit more north, maybe more northeast than where Palegrass was. And you don't know what anywhere else. You don't know the other places that might be affected by this.
I literally can't find it now.
What are you looking for?
Just what they said to me.
I can play the track again if you want.
Yeah, I for sure wrote it down, but I don't know where it is.
I can play the track if you need it.
What? Oh wait.
what?
No, it's
What?
not the same thing.
This was the track that played in Puerto. If you need it again.
So it was what are you waiting for?
She's listening.
She's
Go
listening.
ahead.
Go ahead. I know I had that written down somewhere.
That wasn't. That doesn't match up with him.
Okay, so it's not the same thing.
No, that's someone else.
Okay.
Is that Bailey at the end calling for their mom?
No, it's Daddy.
Well, there was some mommy in there too.
I thought I heard mommy.
Fuck. Ah.
I don't want to spoil things, but you might
Yes.
stop pursuing that quest line for a few. I'm joking. Okay, let's continue. We got some stuff we need to do.
So
Okay.
wait, so when did we hear him? When did we hear Jonathan? Not with that, but with a different time?
At in Puerto during that.
Oh, during that?
Yeah, it's one of the background voices.
Okay, that's why I thought you were saying that no, that wasn't it. I was like,
No,
oh, why did we
no,
listen
not
to
the ending voice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in the
One of the random ones
the,
during all the screaming
just in the
stuff.
cacophony.
Well,
The one
it
goes,
was, it was nice having this conversation with you. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Bye, mister.
Goodbye, gentlemen.
Mod standing right in front of him and waves.
Have a great day.
Yeah!
Praise the voice.
Yeah, praise the... Wait, what?
Praise the voice.
Yeah, okay. I guess.
Alright, let's go.
Hey, do you guys... I mean, while we're back in Palegrass, do you want to go to GBB and grab a drink?
nope,
A bacon rib?
nope.
That sounds actually amazing, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dude!
We
Ever
cannot
since
use-
Davey started talking, he's been talking some real shit.
Let's
go!
go. It's not my name. Let's go.
Sorry. Let's
Ma's getting gaslighted.
go. Seriously.
Your name is
Seriously.
Davey now.
We're
You've
here,
been
why
baby
not?
This whole time.
I mean,
You are nameless.
Maybe if
God,
we-
that'd be fucking terrifying.
maybe if we do go to GBB, we might be able to see something.
I hate this.
Let's see what's there.
Yeah.
Well, what about
This
where
is
that?
the fucking upside down one.
What about like
Why
where
did
that
it
lever
change
was?
to that? That's not what
Oh, that's not...
shit.
Where does
Why
spooky
did
one?
it change to that?
We're in this spooky wood.
How many clicks away are we from GBB again?
A couple quarter clicks. You're at the south part of town here.
Spooky
So you
wood.
head in that direction. You're able to kind of coordinate where the center of town was, where Naughty performed. Head east from there. Sure enough, there's this big bar on the corner where you guys would be able to enter.
I have an idea for after we're done with GBB.
I enter.
Okay, you enter.
No, begrudgingly enter.
Entering into this barscape here, you're filled with a room full of There's a surprising amount of people in here.
Yeah.
Are there workers?
Yes, there are.
Do we recognize them?
Yes, you do. You see a hobgoblin. Well, you don't recognize what they look like. You see a hobgoblin sitting over on the staircase here, kind of fiddling with a dish. You see over by the kitchen area this large orc that's picking at like some of the space on the walls, trying to see if it'll pop off. Over at one of the tables is this drow, dark elf, and all the characters here are very, very detailed.
Okay.
These characters specifically, other characters are so filled out that you can tell these features. And you see a very small tabaxi standing at the front, who lights up when she sees everyone here. This character here, completely discernible. Unlike the other ones that are slightly muddled, this is essentially just a black and white version of the corpse you saw out in the field.
I'm confused what Gloria sees if he thinks that I'm Caddy, and then he sees.
Well, it's
Caddy.
kind of fades in and out, as you've noticed with that conversation.
Yeah.
But sure enough,
But
Glorious
still.
walks in here and is like, "What's going on, gang? The boss is back in town, bitches!" And like ecstatic children, you see the hobgoblin in the back perk up and look over to it. His mouth drops. You see the figure picking at the walls turn, his arms raised into the air. The drow elf here kind of like drop what she's doing and look over, and then Caddy sitting behind the bench, putting her arms over here with her eyes wide and expression here. "You didn't think we'd start the shift without the boss, did you?" And then just like that, we have a whole range of different folly folk rushing and gathering around Glorious as he embraces his crew.
Oh.
Glorious doesn't seem shaken at all by seeing Caddy.
And are they actually making physical contact?
With Glorious, yeah. "Oh, man!" And you hear pipe up a familiar voice. It sounds like Colonel.
No!
The Hobgoblin. "What are you doing here, man? How did you... Wait, are you the real one? Are you the real Glory... Melody!" As
Do I
this
make contact?
ugly ass figure that was from before comes and runs up to you. Goes right through you. God! No. I don't understand what's going on either, but... Wow! How did you guys find us? You guys are real, aren't you? You guys are real people! Well, of course they're real, you idiots. Can't you see their colors, or are you blind by that even by now? Beef! And then... And then essentially just an uproar of people noticing the normal folk that they recognize in this bar, and they're ecstatic about what's going on right now. "What are you guys doing here? How did you find us? What's going on?" "Well, we were inside some facility, and all of a sudden we were like in a computer, and now here we are."
Glorious has been affected more than we have.
Oh, you can tell us that again. He is really actually doing quite well over here, though.
Is that
What?
Colonel?
Yeah, Colonel.
What do you mean?
Mon will push forward and be like, "Hey, Colonel, good to see you." And he holds out his hand and shakes hands.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh.
I get it. You don't like me.
Oh. Well, no, I just...
What do you mean he's doing well over here?
Well, there's a version of Glorious here.
What?
Whoa.
Version of him here. Been helping us out. I honestly thought this was him until you guys came in.
Oh, no.
He just got colorful, but
Is
no,
there-
this is amazing. You guys can help us get out of here. We've been in here for weeks.
We don't think we can.
Yeah, you might get Bailey.
No.
We'll Bailey the shit out of you if we try to help.
Oh.
Well,
Suck.
I love how much this upsets
Maybe-
you.
I'm
Sorry.
so upset.
well, like I said, you guys definitely probably know more about what's happening than we do. While you're here, take this quick thought. I'm gonna go to the bathroom super quick.
Do it. Do it.
What if
I'm
finding the
stressed
person's avatar in here and bringing them into the room and having them get zooped is what
Oh, that fixes
reverses Like, what if we didn't kill Bailey? What if we reversed his voicing?
Aww.
Maybe.
That's a good way to look at it.
Can we attempt to
More
find?
realistic.
Oh,
What?
What?
Do you have a thought?
Sorry.
Hang on, the sheep is having a thought.
can we attempt to find Glorious's other
doppelganger.
Shadow
thing?
self.
Yeah, and take him into the box with us.
Are you asking this to the group?
Yeah. So, I think. I have a question for all of you. Mr. Soul will just turn and vaguely address the folly folk gathering around Glorious.
This is also a little like bizarre too. Like these were humans when you met them in
Right.
Gilgrass, but Glorious did specify that he ran into these people in the east as kind of orphan folly folk. Anyway, sorry.
Have any of you seen black and white this world versions of all of the people here in the party? Have you seen versions of Melody and Maud?
Well, I guess this makes things a little clearer for you. Now that you ask, why don't you follow me upstairs,
Oh boy.
Okay.
and maybe that'll clear some things up for you, buddy.
What if?
Yeah.
If you are the only one missing,
Deal with it.
My
I
head
think
touched his
getting
arm.
them
Yeah.
to
It's really gay.
That's really
Yeah.
romantic.
And so the
One
more
I won't tell your
the
wife,
more
but if she
detailed
ever
they
watches
are,
this stream, you're fucked.
the more
His body's
afflicted
turned like
they
60
are
Is your
towards
coat?
me.
Yeah.
What's
So,
the most detailed?
I was
if they were
I was
killed
making
by
fun
the
of Kyle.
voice, I think that's how it gets to be the most detailed.
When I was sitting on a couch,
Because
I don't
maybe
know,
that's
with
why
my
Caddy
hands.
is so
No, I'm the same
I
way.
think it's because
Caddy
she
has
was
been
killed by
really
the
quiet
voice.
during this whole
Because you're
time.
nice.
She's almost backed away from the group
Yeah.
at this point.
I don't know what to do.
We were just talking about how maybe the more afflicted by the voice you are, the more the more detailed you are until like you're fully dead, and then
Yeah.
that's the most detailed you can get.
Maybe.
And so maybe that's why Caddy is so detailed, because she's
yeah.
was killed
She's
by the
actually
voice.
fully
her
here.
Full
real
consciousness is
world.
here.
The voice
body's
consumed
dead by
her
the
fully.
voice.
That's really sad.
And so
I'm scared to see what
so what Mistress
What
was
we look
saying
like.
scared to see what
was-
Glorious looks like specifically.
If there are versions of everyone here except for Hostel, who is the only one who hasn't been affected by the
Yeah, I
voice,
think that's accurate.
then perhaps that is how we
Yeah.
reverse that. But what do we find upstairs?
You follow Colonel upstairs to the second floor of the GBB where the battles occur, where the rings are. They aren't that elaborate this time around. It's just a simple wood paneled flooring, fully cleared of tables and whatnot. And there's a whole group of people up here sparring, training, fighting each other. A group of silhouetted individuals. You see a large wizard casting spells and commanding skeletons across the field. You see in
does the silhouette look super hot?
Hmm?
Does the silhouette look super hot?
You feel like it would if it had more detail on it, but this one
Mm.
has
Must be
not
Indies.
a lot of detail.
Definitely mistress.
You see
Should that aura of
someone wielding a guitar and screaming
super
spells off as and large pitchfork attached. You see a wizard commanding this elegant armor around her that vibrates this white and black fire as she battles in a different style than her normal, with more hand to hand, attempting to further this training. You see a man transforming his arm and using it in combat. You don't see a gnome though.
There
You
it
don't
is.
see Glorious, but you see everybody else in the party.
Where is Glorious?
We don't see Gloria.
We're here, Glorious.
left this morning.
Oh fuck!
Damn.
I didn't loop the track.
He walks in.
No! You fool!
You fool, Ewan! Anyway,
Idiot.
No, I'm out.
No, I'm out.
anyway,
You are.
you don't see.
In trouble
Glorious took off this morning. He found somebody that interested him. Something I don't know. it's weird talking to you guys rather than them. But them, every night when they go to bed, they have visions of the real world.
So what we're doing.
Yeah. But only for like small patches. So they know, but we're living here. Same here. I've only had the same vision of walking. Just walking.
So
Is Maud
yeah, because
more,
he did reach out to us and say there was a long road.
is
I
Maud
was about to ask, yeah.
more Maud's avatar more detailed
Maud.
than the rest?
If you observe him, is much more detailed. You can see
Oh,
the
Maud's
details
so
of his clothing.
fucked.
You can see the energy
Same.
rippling off of his weapons. You can see the features on his face.
Maud's
He
watching
is.
the fight and goes, "Yeah, use the pile bunker."
With them is to take them back to the box and flip them out.
As
No.
you shout out there, Maud, all of them stop
Because
they hear a familiar
Bailey
voice.
was gone when we did that. And if we take our avatars and they are gone here, that may completely reverse the effects the voice have had on us so
But
far.
what if it kills us?
Well, as Maud
That's a
shouts this
sacrifice
out here,
I am willing
the whole
And it's
group
no longer
stops
the
their
armor
conflict
Then.
and turns towards the group at the staircase. and
Maud-
sees you all here. And there's
Maud's-
this eerie, awkward kind of parallel world watching silence here as they stare at you.
Maud goes, "Oh, I made it awkward. Oops."
No, you didn't make it awkward, man. Hey, you guys. This is Maud speaking.
Hi.
I'm feeling
Dude.
really
Hey,
uncomfortable.
look who it is.
Hey,
What's up?
hey, avatar Maud, what's 12 times 10?
Oh, 120?
Oh, hell yeah!
Kiss. Kiss.
What?
Kiss.
What?
Kiss. Kiss.
Do it, yeah.
Kiss. Kiss.
Maud's like
Well,
trying
you're
to
made
process
from
this.
outside, right? Dude, you came to save us.
I think so. Well.
I'm gonna be honest, better Mod. We are pretty fucking dumb.
I'm pretty sure ours is the better mod. Okay, bitch. As Melody speaks to you.
I was literally referencing. I was looking at.
Yeah,
Don't
you
worry.
mod.
Okay,
You
guys.
got a mod
Calm down for
melody.
just a second. We can all discuss this rationally. Now, which one of us here is the real one?
My-
As the
my
dumb,
double
the
is
dumb
hot.
mistress in this version here.
The
Begins to
transition.
speak to-
get-
Okay, so like it's
gets
the inverse of
transitioned.
intelligence. Oh my god. That's really funny.
And then there's Ember
It's
as
weird
well,
actually
who's
hearing
just like
themselves call me a bitch.
sobbing profusely at seeing all of her friends
I
here.
normally
It's
just
like,
call
No,
myself
she looks like
bitch.
stone faced.
here.
I'm the crier. She's the stone faced one.
yours is
She
actually
doesn't give a
very.
shit.
Yours is easily the least detailed of them all. This one here is
Mine
maybe
least
just like a
detailed of them all.
Yours is
like
non-existent.
barely a silhouette.
Which one of them is about at the level Bailey was?
Huh?
Which
Maud's closer, but not nearly as much.
like
Bailey was much more detailed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But she wasn't as detailed as like Caddy.
No.
Okay.
So,
Does that
I
make
think that we may have yoinked Bailey
Yoink.
back into Bailey.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe.
We saved a kid instead of murdering a kid.
Yeah!
Hey,
Yeah.
So wait.
I think that the best course of action is to take each of our avatars here and
It's at this point here.
return with them.
Fake Melody walks up. Is like, I've always wanted to do this. And just goes up and just tries to plant one right on.
Ah, I allow it.
As you guys make
Real Melody
contact,
has also always wanted to do this.
you feel it,
Mm.
and Fake Melody disappears.
Oh.
Am I smart again?
You get your stuff back.
oh shit.
Oh.
I
Mistress is going to just
knew
walk
gay
up
was good.
And slap her dumb mistress for being so dumb.
Hold on, where are your Legion credentials? Fades out and you gain your intelligence back.
Yes.
Well, shit, I want to slap someone.
I'm still the negative one.
Maud over here's like,
Yeah.
this is kind of bittersweet. I don't know if I want to.
I mean, are you? I'm cool with it if you are, man. I get it.
Yeah,
I
know,
push-
totally get it, man. If you're cool with it,
Wait,
that's
hold on.
I push
hold
Maud
on,
into Maud.
Hold on,
Oh, no.
stop. Is there a way we can keep Shadow Mod and replace our Mod?
No, it's easy. Half of us are going. Wait, where's Indy?
Long story.
I push Mod into Mod.
Like a fanfic making it out here. You get your intelligence back, all of it.
My gay ass.
Oh.
You lose all those corruption points too.
Oh.
Back to normal.
I went to I went to pet Zara, my finger just went into his ear.
Amber,
Gross.
yours is almost like barely visible. As you even barely get close to it, it disappears. Like you're barely even make contact
Yeah, I was
with
gonna
it.
say she would like hold
Something
out her
with
hand.
yours is super distant. Yours is very different from the rest of theirs. And this kind of lines up compared to how you've been reacting
Did you
with
come
the voice
in?
of everybody
Oh,
else.
Here we go.
But sure enough, you all merge back in, and you gain your intelligence back.
Hell yeah.
And are restored with your with your visions.
Man, I feel a little left out right
I have a meta question.
I can plant one on you
This
if you
one's for
want.
Kayla. Do you think your avatar self would have told our group what I told you a while back?
Probably not, given my actual self didn't.
I do want to say as well, as you absorb your counterparts here who have been training rigorously during this time, you feel a
Good for them.
overwhelming amount of experience flood into your brains.
We're leveling up.
Welcome to level 8.
Oh!
And it's
Oh! We're
you
level
guys
8.
feel like overwhelmed with the knowledge. You guys have just
We
been
are, yeah.
practicing.
We're level 8.
Essentially, you guys get a flashback of this whole encounter. You gain all the memories of yourselves in this time. So the wandering around, the meeting up, the figuring out where everybody was, and then essentially dedicating your time here trapped to getting better.
Wow.
While you guys were
I know 3
exploring
more songs.
your
I'm proud of
counterparts,
her.
except for Hostel. That's a level.
Did
one.
Melody learn a 4th chord?
But I'll get to you.
So
Fourth core.
Hustle,
Did it
Hustle
please-
starts
did it
thinking
please
about
the Lord?
changing his thing just to see if it.
No, you level
an
up.
avatar.
That's the level we got a couple sessions ago, right? Up to 8.
Weren't you already level 8?
Yeah, we're at
We're at
level 8.
level
We
eight
were
right
at
now.
level
We
8.
were
Oh, then level
Going
9
to
then.
that.
Sorry.
Level
sorry.
9, fuck yeah.
The next level up than what you were. Sorry.
Just
The
clarifying.
next, yeah.
Level
Because we did
9.
level up just a couple
Yeah.
sessions ago. And,
Yeah.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Oh, I'm obsessed with this kitty.
Which kitty?
Zuba, he's on my lap. Look at
Zuko.
him. Look at this little
Little
man.
tiny.
Ooh, my
Baby
proficiency goes up.
Teeny tiny baby man.
Mistress is going to pull Hostel and Ember aside for a moment and try to sneakily speak with them, not
Okay.
being overheard by specifically Glorious's crew.
Okay, so Glorious, and he's gravitating towards them and I'm just kind of vibing with them.
But like, I don't want to be heard by Colonel or
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Any
like
of that group.
yeah.
Colonel, you do see is kind of
I don't
fixated
know
on
spell.
Melody right now for, like, I guess he's the closest one to her, but he's kind of trying to be around her, so it
Okay.
might take a little bit to get him from her.
Okay, so tell
Well,
me
no, it's like I just
Oh,
want to
just
speak
these two?
to Ember and Hostel.
Yeah, you'd be able to do
The high
that.
intelligence
Sure
group.
enough.
fuck off.
Do you think it is possible that if we retrieve
Read the
Caddy's
effects of a long
corpse
rest, too.
and bring her here,
That'd be nice.
we might be able to still save her?
That's also what my thought was. Because then we could also ask her what happened.
As
I
you
think we need to try.
To bring to.
as you speak this out, you would look back at the group here, and only one figure is looking at you. It's Caddy
Oh,
at the group here as you
Well.
mention this.
hey, Caddy.
She's really far away. She's still with the group, just kind of glancing over towards you
Oh.
while this is happening. Very aware of what's happening.
Okay,
Caddy.
gotcha.
Walks over as they're talking.
Do you recall what happened?
I broke my helmet, and I woke up here.
And how are you feeling, Caddy?
I feel great. You see, you're even able to see her eyes start to water a little bit. Am I okay?
We're not sure. We're going to do everything we can to make sure that you are.
Everyone else is having their visions at night. I don't. I just remember falling asleep.
Do you remember how your helmet broke?
Yeah, I was attacked. I was down in the basement. I was trying to get out. I was
was looking for something I shouldn't have.
What were you looking
And I got hit by something. Something smacked my head and it broke the glass, and I made it outside, but I was just so tired.
What were you looking for?
There were people that you guys were against. I found something when I was hiding out. I learned about Fisty. I ran away and I hid, and I found a tunnel and I followed it. I had nothing better to do, so I followed it, and I found something crazy. Thankfully, I found a way of protecting myself on the way there. All I found was a series of names, and on a computer that I found there was pictures of all of them, and one of them was Fisty.
When you say pictures of all of them, what do you...
There were 8 people. 8 people surrounded by levers, and all of them... And as she stops, she turns and faces Ember.
Oh. Oh.
You were there. You were one of them. Why didn't you tell us?
I don't remember what.
It's this place. It's fucking with me. I get it.
Mistress will reach out and try to put a hand on Caddy's shoulder.
Right through. As your influence is not barred to this anymore, to the unreal anymore.
Is Gloria still next to us, or is he
He's
with
talking
the other?
with the crew
Okay.
over at the staircase.
Caddy, I'm sure you probably have guessed.
Don't say it.
Okay.
If I don't know, then Glorious doesn't know, then everyone doesn't know, and then I can continue being happy here. I get it. Don't say it.
Would you like us to try to help you?
Yeah, sure, if you can, but
The problem is, if we try to help you, everyone's gonna know. Whether it works or it doesn't, everyone's gonna know.
then no. I'm home.
Perhaps if we took the body and did not bring it here and then brought Caddy to it,
Yeah.
we wouldn't necessarily need to bring
Yeah.
the entire staff. Would you be willing to try?
Sure. Yeah, sure. Of course, yeah. Let's do it.
Meta, did you use Gentle Repose, or did somebody use Gentle Repose?
That's what I was wondering. I feel
You
like
gotta tell
I feel like
me,
somebody did.
You
I
gotta tell
recall
me.
you saying that.
You used
but-
general repose on some
That
old
was the
man
intent.
at Palegrass. I don't know if it was Caddy.
Yeah, I
No,
thought we
could-
didn't take
no.
Caddy's body.
no, Glorious went and buried Caddy.
Oh, Glorious
Oh.
buried Caddy.
Remember that? Yeah.
So that might
Well,
be an
We
issue.
better go dig up Caddy.
It's been like 2 days!
Oh, if the shovel hit something. Oh, it went really deep. Ugh.
Yeah, no, Glorious.
I think
buried
that's just the
Caddy.
water line. Just keep going through.
Yep, shovel's a little wet.
Dig harder.
Anyway, we gotta hurry.
Brightspeed is red.
Okay. From there, Caddy has like agreed at least to. And around this point, Glorious will rush back to the group here. Is like, man, everyone's doing so good. This place is awesome, just like we remember to be.
Yeah.
Well, if we do our job right, the real world one can be just as awesome.
Real world. What are you talking about?
It's fine.
I think we need to find your avatar in here.
He clenches real hard. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Caddy, do you recall where he went?
Yeah. He, it was this old man walking around the streets that Gloria seemed to recognize. He chased after him. He's been gone all morning. But that's about the last thing I remember.
I turn to the group and say, I think we need to go check out the church.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay. Is that what everyone's agreed to do at this point?
Sure.
Yep.
So you guys walk out. Colonel grabs onto your back. Melody, as you're heading towards slightly downstairs. Melody, how you doing, buddy?
I mean,
Sorry you had to see with my makeup here, but this was all kind of impromptu.
it's okay. You look great.
You mean that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
I missed you.
miss you too, man. So, I was actually hoping you'd show up here at some point because the people here are all too dumb to talk with. I've been hearing your name around town.
What do you mean?
Someone around town is talking about you. I've heard whispers.
Can just my name or?
I mean, mentions of it, but maybe I've been following people around. I'm trying to get out of here just as much as everyone else, and I think I found something you might need to see.
I reach out my I reach out my hand to him and I go, fuck.
Yeah, it goes through.
God damn it.
He's able to like grasp you momentarily, but then his hands even then go through.
Show me.
You okay with leaving your friends, or?
Yeah. Hey guys, I'll catch up.
Oh,
What?
do you,
Are you sure we should separate?
I mean, is there something we can help with?
I mean, I can
Hey
meet back up with you. Do we still have sending stones?
Yeah, dude, I got her. It's just something I really
Can
kind of involves her.
Can we agree to meet back here at Glorious Barn Battle?
Hey.
Yeah.
You too.
I hug you.
At this point, you
Aw,
guys reach towards
you're
the
just
edge
sad.
here.
It's because you saw me make out with myself, doesn't it?
It's because we had an emotional connection. And
I like your nose. I like the
Oh.
tip of your nose.
Colonel and Melody head off in one direction, while the rest of the group heads off in another. You guys are heading towards the church?
The church.
Okay. Sure enough, you guys follow this pattern here of finding, keeping track of where you have been before in the latter days. And you, sure enough, find the church that you had originally had your encounters in before.
I wonder if I could jump off that beam again.
Make a perception check as you guys enter. The ones that are here. Melody, don't do that.
Melody, don't do. No perception. I mean,
There we
that would
go.
be a hell of a perception check.
Actually,
Ooh,
I'm gonna.
15.
No, wait.
2.
2.
That's a 15.
1
Nice.
8. 8. Oh, 18. Shit. Was you?
15.
15. Okay. Yeah, Hostel's the only one that's kind of in the back of the group here. Your mind is clearly where, like, in a slightly different place at this point. There's something, you're definitely aligned with what's happening, but there's something itching at you.
Oh
Right?
yeah. He's been wanting to go to Millview ever since he made that connection.
But everyone else hears the sound of screaming and yelling and anger coming from the church. You guys make your way in, and sure enough, you see near the pews at the far back this large man, fully silhouetted with astounding detail, just hounding away at this figure, shaking him, pinning him against the wall, and screaming at him. Tell us right now what you did to us! Get us out of here right now! I swear, I have no idea what you're talking about! I'm just a humble preacher, please put me down! I have nothing to say! I can keep this up all day. I know we don't need to sleep. I'd be willing to put you to sleep if I need to.
I'll shout out, Glorious!
And his head twists. And he sees the group out here. I assume, did you bring Glorious with you, or?
No, he's still.
Oh,
So
we
with
did
the
that? I
group-
thought we
I
brought
thought we
him.
brought him.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Okay, I
I
mean,
It's
wanted
up to
to.
you. Tell me.
Yeah, I thought we brought him with.
okay, that's fine. I
he
assumed that
was
we.
vibing with his
assumed
crew.
he
Yeah, he was
also
vibing, so
quicker.
I mean, if we left him, that's fine.
I mean, I wanted to bring him.
Okay.
That's what my understanding of it was.
Okay,
Glorious
okay,
was
cool.
going
So
away.
Glorious is with you here. And then Glorious turns as he's like about to lay into this other silhouette here. As you all see him here. He's like, are you...
Yeah, man.
Hey, everyone!
Is that old hair?
Old hair.
From your perception, you're definitely not able to see
Yeah.
through the silhouette of it.
I just assumed it was.
But yeah, it's Altair.
Hit him one more time and then come join us.
Despite your comment, he does place him down. He doesn't join you though. He's sitting here gripping him.
You guys, this is him. The guy who led us here.
I swear I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, please, I'm just an innocent preacher. Stop, please.
Glorious,
He looks conflicted. Glorious's facial expressions are very vibrant compared to the other silhouettes.
Glorious, you're not wrong that Altair had something to do with this, but this Altair that you're with right now is relatively innocent, as far as I understand.
What do you mean? He led us here. He didn't tell us anything about what was going on.
No.
We're being robbed of ourselves, and you're gonna let him get away?
He's being robbed of himself as well.
You see, these are reasonable folk. Please, just put me down. Make a persuasion check.
Can I do the help action?
Sure. What do you say?
I don't think-
basically
I don't
am
think
just
you'll need
saying,
it,
like, he led us to the solution, and we can restore you back to your full self.
That's a 23 on my persuasion.
Jesus.
Okay. Bond has a +7 to persuasion.
As he's sitting here, his hands shake and he drops the figure.
Don't fucking move.
The figure has his hands up as Glorious, his silhouette itself, walked back.
Welcome to Silhouette City, you guys. At least that's what the crew calls it. How are you all? Glorious? Glorious?
So we can restore real world Glorious back to
Yes.
his self.
Yeah.
I mean, is it really that easy?
Yep.
Yeah, you guys just have to touch.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I mean, I'm doing okay. Yeah, he's doing bad, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah. That sucks.
That sucks. That fucking blows, man.
I mean, if it's that easy, and sure enough, Glorious reaches out and grasps the hand. Glorious and fades out. And Glorious's eyes roll back, and unlike the reaction you had, Glorious is screaming and clawing at his temples.
Oh, no.
Ah! Get him out! Get it out!
As he itches and his eyes roll back, it's just this flood of information is
no.
just penetrating him.
Oh, 'cause
He
it's been a
wrenches
while.
back, and during this time seems to kind of slow down for everyone except Ember.
Oh no.
And you hear a very faint voice in the background that says, "Every action has its consequence." You son of a bitch.
Oh,
Until next time. As Glorious pops back and the figure's gone here. And the figure gone, him still in this massive sweat here, heaving over himself, clenching.
Nobody touch me! Who are you people? Get away from me! I see. Hi. How's everyone doing?
You,
Do you remember us?
Give me just... And he passes out from 4 days of exhaustion and falls straight to sleep.
Oh, buddy.
As if he's finally able to. Dead asleep on the ground. He's still alive.
I was gonna say I'm gonna check his fucking pulse.
You might do a medicine check on him just to see like how he is.
oh man.
19.
19. 19. You walk over, you check his pulse, you kind of read his vitals, you check his breathing is very ragged. He is still very feverish, but he is almost comatose. He's just his eyes aren't even fully closed all the way.
I look to Altair and I ask him if he can get me like a wet rag or something.
Well, water doesn't really matter here. That's kind of a difficult question. Sorry, sweetie.
I think I have like a water skin. I can just like pull out a rag.
How detailed is Altair?
Altair is entirely the same as Caddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I realistically assume that he's like his real world body's dead?
If you're comparing it to Caddy, it's identical
Okay.
in detail.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, if I can just pull out like some random rag or something that I have in my bag and put water on it and then like put it over his forehead.
You'll be able to do that. You have a little bit of ration still. You've been kind of going hard these past couple days, but you are able to tend to him a little bit here. And with the 19 medical check, you're at least able to help with his slumber a little. You hear his breath kind of even out a little bit over a few minutes. And so the group's here in the bar.
Okay.
We might go just a little long today, but if anybody does need to leave, just let me know. I get it.
Oh wait, he has his helmet.
Is there somewhere I want to get to tonight?
Yeah. That's fine.
Alright, well, I guess we want to try to get him back to the bar and let him rest.
I mean, honestly, I think he just needs to sleep whatever this is off.
Yeah, but I don't know if this random church is the best.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I think we need to get him someplace.
Yes, get him out, this barbarian.
Hey,
Okay, calm
if
down.
you knew what we
go
had to
back
fucking
He's
deal with
been
in our
fighting
world
me for
with
the
you,
last... He's been fighting me all morning. You have any idea the torture I went through?
This bitch.
Okay, well, your real world self, I don't know how many memories of that you have.
Wait, I
Did
recognize
a
you.
lot of horrible, horrible things.
I recognize you from my visions, yes.
Yeah.
Horrible things? What do you mean? I've never sinned a day in my life. I'm devoted. I would never do such
The voice
atrocities.
affected you in a manner that made you do really, really terrible things.
What? That's
But that
preposterous.
doesn't
I've never done anything.
that doesn't define you. That was something else controlling you.
The group,
Hey.
if you want to make a brief intelligence check here.
Hey, I have a question for you, Altair. When
What?
we woke you up, the other you up at one point. We found
Okay.
how to
This is actually exactly what I was
Oh,
checking
okay.
here.
I'll still roll
Thank
my.
God. If you remember it, then
I mean, I'll still roll intelligence if
Seven.
you want. Oh, it's a nat 20. Oh! How appropriate.
Okay, what's your modifier to that?
That's 19. Yeah.
he's still dumb. Either way,
It's still negative 1, but it's just like.
Mod, you would remember when you did wake him up from his kind of fetal position under the chapel at one point. He woke up in a panic, screaming,
Yeah.
and did not sound like the old Terry you knew at that time.
Yeah.
Even the voice sounded completely different. But then he snapped back instantly to his sociopathic, very pious self that was the character you met in Bride's Pale Grass.
Yeah. Altair, do you remember us waking you up at some point?
I remember visions of a group. It was only for an instant, but no, everything has been very clouded these past weeks. I'm terribly sorry. I can't be more help to you.
No, it's okay. Altair, I think you're a good person. I'm sorry that I yelled, but it's been a rough last week or so.
Can I do insight on him just to make sure he's
Oh,
not
yeah.
like trying to be deceptive? Or
Make an
anything?
insight.
14.
14. He seems pretty genuine.
Okay.
Like, his eyes are as detailed as they are. It's essentially just like a black and white one of us. So, just very pleading and very... He knows that if he lies here, this might cost him something. Yeah, absolutely. I would never do anything wrong. You have to believe me. I've lived by the book my entire life. Route 6 has saved me. I prayed to his blessings.
No, I'm
You know
sorry.
Route 6 is the major god of this realm.
Yeah.
I know, that's why I just turned and reacted. But I'm
Okay,
not there to hear
not
it.
the voice.
so.
He did not mention the voice.
Yeah, I'm sorry that all of your the devout way that you've lived your life just ended here. Because
What do you mean ended?
I mean,
Oh, you're dead.
we're going to try to find a way to fix this, but
Make a deception check.
let me double check my modifier. That's gonna be 16.
See?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, we have a friend who is in a similar boat as you, and we think that there's a way that we can get her out of here. So maybe we can do the same for you.
Thank you, my boy.
We don't have access to his body though, right?
His body's still laying by the crater.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, you guys
I
didn't
thought
do
it
anything with it.
disappeared. Okay.
No, he just fell dead.
Okay. Cool.
He's dead.
Yeah, so we could bring his body.
Yeah, we could.
After we bring Caddy's body back.
Anyway.
So, if you will, my sermon is still commencing. I will leave you a due if you take this route from me.
Do you have a cart? Or like a wagon or something?
There should be some by the stables near the church.
Because he's
when
like
cart goers come.
super big.
Oh yes, like I said, the stables are for general good deliveries. You should be able to use one.
Your bad boys.
With that in mind, you guys go next door, and there's
Oh
a
yeah, they're all safe.
set of like stationary black and white carts.
Yeah,
Just kind of, they're like wheelbarrow carts.
Do they move?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
these ones. It's like the people that are the real issue to deal with. The simulation that the place is generating seems to be good.
I wheel the wheelbarrow over. I'm like, drop him in.
Alright. Make a
Bring out your
collective
dead.
strength check to pick up Glorious. He is a bulky boy.
Hulky man, hulky man, hulky man.
Bring out your dad.
That's not a good roll.
Bring out your dad.
That's not a good roll, guys.
I'm gonna stand there and help stabilize
Good,
this.
nat 20.
That's right, shit.
Okay, you beat
For
me.
some reason,
Just
mine,
7.
even with the restored intelligence, goes for the feet first. And it's just like,
My hands are really sweaty.
I was like, you idiot.
Just grabs him like by the nape of the
And
neck
then-
and just picks
Like
him
a-
up.
And Hostile as a champion, just standing under, just.
We got it, Mod. Thanks.
You're able to bring him over to a
And
car,
we're using
which will
for
help him with
smarts to, like,
transportation. You have this fake ass
like a
car.
lever.
Be able to
Figure
drag
out.
him around. And
Sweet.
although
By
it
all
does seem like
means.
he's kind of shakily
I've listed
stuck
on
to it here, like this
Physics.
simulation isn't really meant for normal people to touch.
Nah.
But as long as you keep
Always.
movement, he kind of restabilizes.
Okay.
Cool. Okay.
I'm the strongest person in the group.
Remember Stella at the
Yeah,
church, just like, yeah!
No, this
Hyped,
is
like, all day
like
now.
Shadow
You
Ember
guys-
was like lifting weights.
Are you guys going back to the bar?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
we're gonna drop him off back at the bar.
Head
So
back.
we
The crew is in the middle here. They're just kind of hanging out at this point. And as you guys begin talking around, they pour Glorious over one of the tabletops and they blanket him up. Thank you guys for all the help. This is Nylon speaking with Drow. At least he's back. And hopefully you guys can figure out how to fix us too.
yeah, we're working on it, guys.
We'll do our best.
It's around this point. The door to the bar opens up. Melody. With Colonel here as you guys travel out. It's here.
So catch me up on what's all been going on. I've been away from
Palegrass
Ah.
for a little bit now.
Well, and I just kind of give him like an abridged version
No, that.
of all the shit.
Hold on. There's no way.
No, man, it's been crazy.
No. The part about Davy. There's no way.
It's.
That guy's like a brother to me. What do you mean?
I think. We think that Davy is his true self, but that he's a part of a bigger agenda. I don't know if he's genuinely terrible, but he did murder his elderly neighbor.
I'm not calling you a liar. It's just, I've known him for so long. The guy is harmless.
Are you sure?
He has nothing to lose. He's just... This town was all he had. I can't imagine why he would do something like this. Why he would work with evil people that are doing this to us now.
Because he has nothing to lose. And maybe everything to gain.
Why does that make sense?
I think he thinks that he's doing something bigger. But he seems pretty bad from where I'm standing.
What did you find from his apartment?
That's a great question.
A couple
A calendar.
Pills.
Calendar?
Empty pill bottles.
Do you have that stuff with you now? What is it?
Yeah, I think I do actually. I'll take it out and show him.
Bro, is this all he had?
Pretty much. It was really chaotic in there. And after, when we came back around again, he had just like painted the calendar on the wall. And I have a picture of it on my phone, but my phone's not working.
That makes sense. Of course it wouldn't work. Not anything to you, but this is all just a shit show.
Yeah, but none of my technology's been working here.
Fair enough. Can I see the calendar?
Yeah, I actually do have it. It's in my inventory.
He grabs the calendar from you, and it holds in his hands. This real life object. You don't mind if I look through this as we go? There's the place we're looking for is up ahead.
Guess not.
Okay. He thumbs through it here.
You haven't seen Davy here, have you?
Yeah, he has. That's why. Back at the bar. Colonel opens the door to the bar.
Ah! I was worried I was with him. Fuck.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Hey! You guys are
I'm
here!
gonna get biffed.
What are you guys doing?
Where's Melody?
What do you mean? Melody's here too. Dude, we got Glorious! You look normal again! This is the craziest thing!
Did you like lose your memory again or something?
What do you mean? I left early this morning. Glorious has been gone all day.
Fuck.
Wait, who showed up?
Colonel.
Yeah, this is Colonel. Well,
I'm with Nameless.
Who's at the
yeah.
bar greeting us? Colonel is also with Melody.
Good.
Looking at his own calendar.
I have a feeling that the one that we're talking with is Colonel.
Yeah, is it you? Ha ha.
Where were they going?
To a place.
No, hold on.
She
You
didn't
are
tell
just
us
going to
where
start
we were
segueing here. You're going to have to fill me up on everything that's
No,
going on right
you-
now. I swear to God, I'm not going to walk into this shit show last minute and not be filled in on every single fucking thing that's going on, okay?
How do
you
we
knocked me over at the gauntlet. I'm not going to be knocked over now.
Colonel.
Didn't we
God,
send
who the fuck are you?
Hello, I'm Mistress.
Oh, hi, mistress.
Hand goes
That's the
through
whole
you.
reason we let her go.
No, I have one and Glorious has one.
Yep, you didn't give it to me.
God damn it.
I do have sending. It's okay.
This should have been so
There-
obvious. This is clearly the real Colonel right here. The other one wasn't
There is-
nearly as Colonel-y.
An issue we have been running into recently with a changeling.
Look at how mad Kayla is.
I'm so surprised.
God damn it.
Impersonating people we know.
I got a kitty. It's okay, nothing can be bad when I have a
What are you
kitty.
talking about?
We saw you leaving with Melody, but it may not have been you. It may have been a changeling impersonating you.
Or maybe this.
What does that mean? There's
Or perhaps you are a changeling.
here. No, me? What the fuck? You take those threats elsewhere. I'm nice. All right? Everyone back me up.
I've met nice changelings.
I doubt it.
He has no idea you're a changeling.
Yeah, no, I know. I know he would have no.
Yeah,
he would have no
changelings
reason to
fucking
know.
Zara, don't leave.
Mom does not take it personally.
All right.
Okay, we need
to
to.
go.
We need to go get Melody now.
Where did she go?
No clue. I'm just gonna start running through the town sporadically and seeing if we can find.
Just
Okay,
yelling for
We're
her.
just doing an overall search check here. Make an investigation.
Yeah, we'll
over
just-
here. We're peeing on the glass.
Do it.
What if she went to Puerto? Because that's where her radio was like acting weird.
I mean, but this is.
Cool. I'm
But
Man, I thought
we-
I was
we
gonna
don't-
get
Melody's
some
looking
cool,
for Bailey.
done
some
with
cool
these-
things
But
on my
Nameless
bag.
wouldn't have taken her anywhere that is beneficial to her.
No, but I thought like he went with her for something.
Right, but
He was leading her.
yes, he
somewhere.
was leading her.
Oh.
That's why this is a problem.
Hold on. Hold on.
And now, if only Melody comes back,
Is that an at 20?
we're gonna have no reason to believe that it's
using the
actually
shit
you.
dice?
Yeah, I got an 18 total.
Okay, cool.
I got a 9.
Hey.
13 for
13.
I got
Mod.
an 8.
Do you not have like
You know what,
things
Nick?
or anything?
I think as I'm
I'm gonna
running
use
around,
my
I'm just,
inspiration dice.
as I'm running
13.
around, I'm like just yelling for
Amazing.
Melody.
Yeah, I will too.
No, I went up to 13 after using
Oh, 13?
the inspiration dice.
Sweet. Okay, 13. What'd you get, Ember?
8.
8. Ah.
Jack shit.
Okay, you guys begin scouring the town here, searching
Screaming
different areas here.
melody.
This
I
is
don't know if he
area
would
of
know
just
how to use
absolute
like, my pitchfork
zombie-esque
and
people
stuff,
walking around here that just don't respond to your screams. You go walking around screaming, Melody, 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 looking around. Hostile with an 18 as you wander around the borders of the town here, knowing like if they're going anywhere, it's got to be somewhere away from everyone else. It'd be the smartest thing to do is you wander while you pass by a forest along the edge of town.
Oh no.
A series of trees.
Oh man, this dude's about to
You
get
freeze
so
your plants.
distracted.
As you see, somewhere very familiar to you, these trees are coated in a fake snow. And you know what's on the other side of them. Make a decision right now. Do you look for Melody? What do you want to do?
We'll go look for caramel.
Trees aren't going anywhere.
Caramel.
Caramel.
Trees aren't going anywhere. But they're there. You found them. As you go around the north side of town.
You can always roll for your decision.
You're well. He's his own man.
Yeah, he's got his own dice.
Like, are we like with you?
I don't know.
I figure we probably split up.
Okay.
Which,
Um,
I trusted you, Colonel. You going fuck?
Don't
No.
trust me.
Melody,
why were you Laura there for a second?
I think I think Hostile looks at the trees, looks back at town, and turns around and looks for Melody because he knows if he can find Melody, then he can come back here and do what he wants to.
Perfect. And then sure
Thanks,
enough, as
buddy.
you run from there, you leave with just this brink of tears in your eyes. Where you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. And who am I after? What is my goal? What am I trying to fix? Is there something to fix? And you run. And eventually you see two figures off in this white expanse. A little time before here, Melanie, you're with Colonel here out. You've left town and all of a
Quote,
sudden you're in
unquote,
this
Colonel.
white expanse here. I've been hearing your name getting called out from townsfolk. They've been being said from around here, and then something I heard was something I remembered. And it was you. It was your name. But it wasn't. It was something else. Someone was calling for you. And then I realized there was something around town. This event, this weird silhouette-scape that we're in here is it's not constant. As you guys continue running forward, eventually once forward here you see a small little blinking light in the white expanse that's even brighter. There is where I've been hearing the talk. It's only here maybe once every 4 days or so. It
goes, it travels, but it's always been here, and it always says the same stuff. Talking to people. And I've heard your name.
What are they saying?
You want to see?
Yeah.
I think it means, if anyone, it's your information, not mine. I noticed it. Go on.
Okay. How do I activate it?
You don't activate. You walk up to it. Essentially, you
Okay.
reach this area here. That's essentially like a brick of time space that's cut into the air here. It's like a luminescent rectangle that's cut in. And you look into, and there's a different shading of this arid silhouettescape off in the distance. You look deep inwards, and you see two figures sitting. Two of them. These silhouettes are vastly different than, or at least one of them is. They're vastly different than the others. One of them is so thin. It's a very, very, very thin silhouette. No, hardly any details on it. Just a figure sitting with its head facing downwards. The other one is a series of blocky mosaics that, as you stare at it, is painful to look at. It's like staring at like void space. Something that's not there. As you look off in the distance here.
What do you do? Make a perception check.
Okay, I was like, can I hear what they're saying? That's 18.
19. I'm telling you, man. What I think would make a perfect homescape for you guys. Are you a lake person? Yeah, maybe. Somewhere you could just strum away your days. Listen to music. I think that really suits you. But maybe not. Maybe you're more of a mountain kind of guy. I've always enjoyed the mountains myself. You see, the mountains are a symbol for a breach of the norm, a piercing into a greater expanse of knowledge. And that's why it's always been appealing to me. It's a symbol of growth, a symbol of learning. Maybe that's what you need. Maybe that's what's gonna break you out of this rut of yours. No, I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop talking, bud. I can do this all day. I don't need to sleep. I don't need to stop. Not until you figure out what you want to do, huh? What are you waiting for, man? What do you wait for, buddy? This is the conversation you hear in the distance.
Do they sound familiar, just the name? Or does the voice sound familiar?
Make a perception check. Well, the 18 might have helped you a lot, actually.
19.
19?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is the same voice from the recording on the very first day you met everyone. The day you were called Elgrass.
So it's matched.
It sounds like the voice from the recording. And this is the one that's heavily mosaicked. This doesn't look like any of the other silhouettes you've ever seen.
And this is in this like block. Is it like a window?
It's like essentially like a small little fire window, like just a little peeking thing.
And I
You
can't
couldn't
like
fit,
get
you
around.
couldn't fit your skull through it. Like it's something like dislocating your bones. Like even your skull would be tough to get through here.
Ugh.
Okay, and I'm gonna look around and see if there's any way to get like through it, like on like the other side.
As you fall around to the other end, you hear just like this vibrant static coming from you. Turn around, there's nothing on the other side. You can't see the window. It's like a one-way
Okay. Can I reach through, like with my hand?
Your hand goes through, and you're able to feel around inside there.
Okay, I'm going to shout into it. Just hello.
You shout out.
Do they react?
As you shout out, the speaking stops. The figure stands up. There she is. The mosaic figure stands up, and the figure that was crouched down kind of perks its head up. The figure stands upwards. Can you hear us? Hello? Hey, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hey! Hey, do you know how to get in here? We're in a little bit of a trouble situation here.
Well,
Well.
I can get in, but I probably can't get back out.
That's probably not a good idea then.
Well, maybe after I sleep. Do I get the effects of my level up already?
No.
Fuck me.
You don't get your spell slots back. That's right. No,
Well, no, but do I get my new spell slots?
you probably need a rest first.
Oh,
Just
I can get in, but I'll have to rest before I can get back out.
Okay, well that makes things kind of complicated. But and at this point you see the window begin to vibrate ferociously, as though it's like beginning to like lose its foothold on the place.
I dimension door in there.
You dimension door in.
There's a dimension door in there. Yep.
Seems like a.
And I'm
move.
taking Colonel with me.
Just for expediency's just for expediency's sake.
Can I do it?
Can I have this conversation before you do that? Or
Fine.
no, you don't have to.
But if it's disappearing, I would just do
Well,
it.
it's not like it doesn't seem like an immediate thing. It seems like it's kind of like it might be a couple more minutes before it does. Like it's starting to. You have time.
Okay.
Like it's not instant.
Fine. Let me not. Don't.
I
let me
just
be
want
chaotic.
to
It's
clarify that just in case, just before you do this, in case. You're allowed to
Keep
do
going.
irrational things. I'm
Keep
just
going.
saying. What do you want to do? What are you doing?
I guess I'll let you finish.
Okay.
I don't even know if I can take Colonel because I can't grab him.
As the figure runs up, it's like
you make contact with this Colonel Erwin.
okay. As the figure hops up here, and he's like, "Oh God, we don't have a lot of time. Things are going. Oh, we're jumping again. Okay, hey." And he kind of runs upwards here. Yeah, this is not gonna be super clear, but your name is. What's your name? Please tell me it's you.
Melody?
Melody. I think that's right. From my records, from the logs, that should be correct. Okay. You should have something on you. Something to communicate with the signals. Is that correct?
It's broken.
Fuck me. Okay, no, that's fine. You know where it is. You know where it is. As long as you can find it, that's all that matters. Whether it's broken or fixed, find that item.
Well, and I actually have a note that I did actually keep it with me.
Really?
Yeah, that was something that we had wrong. I put a note that I gave him $80. He was going to look into it, but I was taking it with me.
Okay. And from there, it's at this point, it's like, perfect. All you need to do then is find us. And then we can fix things for you. And it's at this point, the figure in the back.
But I see you right now. Can I just come through?
The figure in the back begins to stand up, the one that has been silent this whole time. Just begins to creep up to his feet and look forward as you talk. And looks outwards towards you. Freya?
Immediately start. I would dimension door in there.
As you immediately from
I'm-
hearing this voice, you dimension door.
Instantly.
And you're standing in a dark expanse in a thermometer-shaped room with a floating cube standing next to you. As your physical body teleports outside of the electrical cube, your body from the white expanse disappears. As Colonel sitting there disappears, sees it, and then the voice in the back says, "Where'd she go? What did you do?" "I did nothing. I heard her. And from there, you're stuck on the outside once again.
So back in the regular.
Yes.
I just immediately
As the
like.
effects of your spell teleported your physical body, not the one in the dream.
Just immediately just collapse.
Everyone else, hostile. Eventually, you get up to this point and you see this right as it's happening. Two figures are standing in the distance next to this square. Melody disappears from nothing, and then the box disappears, and all it is this hobgoblin standing there in the distance. Sorry.
I sprint to the hobgoblin, and I basically if I'm behind him, I want to jump and like try to like put him in a chokehold.
You go up to it?
Yeah.
Okay, make a strength check.
That's a 9.
9. Ooh, okay. As the figure, you throw it behind here, and it's so weird, this bulky figure that is Colonel, as you throw your arms around, you like jump on his back here, it's so quick, he goes, like, sucks himself down and throws himself into the space before he even turns around really quickly. It's such a quick and precise movement as he turns to you and his hands are out. Whoa, buddy! What's going on?
Give me your hand.
What are you talking about?
Give me your hand right now.
I don't know what you're talking about,
I
Hoss.
hold my staff out.
Whoa!
Right on his throat. Give me your hand.
Why are you?
Give me
What
your
is
hand.
happening?
Give me your hand.
Tell me what's going
Give
on,
me
and
your
I'll
hand.
give.
3.
Make a persuasion check.
God damn. Here are my bad rolls again.
Couldn't you just like try to reach out and touch him? Or did you already try that?
Reach out and touch him.
I got a 2.
2. Okay.
Shut my hand.
Why?
Personal.
You're not Colonel, are you?
What are you talking about, man? I've
3.
been helping your friend out.
2. I grab his hand.
It goes through because he's an apparition.
What are you?
I'm Colonel.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not? I've been helping Melody out, and she just teleported out for some fucking reason.
Then who was the other Colonel we just ran into?
What are you talking about?
There's 2 of you here. Now you need to tell me what the fuck is going on before I blast you square in your face.
You're supposed to be gone a little longer.
What are you?
Don't act stupid. Don't worry, your friend's fine. His voice doesn't match his at all now. Let me say that. His voice doesn't match Colonel's at all now. Your friend's fine. I got what I wanted. Are you happy? As he takes the journal, or the calendar, and rips it in half. There.
How are you an aberration here?
I've been in Palgrass for the past several years. You think these past couple weeks I wasn't?
So can you change while you're here?
Yeah, I can. What kind of stupid question is that?
Oh, asshole.
Hey. I'm not your enemy here.
I'm pretty sure you are.
I'm trapped just like you guys are, okay?
How detailed is he?
He is not nowhere near detailed as the like Caddy or Old Terry, but he was about the level you were, or not you, but like Mistress Miller, maybe a little bit more. Not as much as
Okay.
Maud was, so it's like halfway in between them.
Okay.
So
It's like how
he
Maud-
was pretty afflicted.
Maybe how Maud was until like a second
Yeah,
ago.
like right before Maud went
Yeah.
in.
When was the last time you saw the real world you?
I mean, I'm still out there, right?
I mean, you're clearly not fully detailed, so obviously.
A small side effect of the job, but there are people like you that are here to help with that, right? Listen. Were you there for my phone call? I'm sure you were. You guys don't tend to leave each other's side for too long. It makes this fun. I'm not your enemy, man.
How can you say that?
I'm here for me. These lanterns, they're helpful. But I'm here to survive. Okay? And during this next statement here, he takes the voice of Aramel. Because you know
I
how
should have
harmful.
firebolt the minute I hear Ermel's voice.
Roll to hit.
27.
As he's like, begins to speak, essentially says, "Because you don't want me as your enemy." You blast him, his figure blasts apart, you see the particles of static reverberate in the air, and he says, "Thanks." The apparition disappears. Gone. Destroyed.
I'm not sure if what you did was good or bad.
I take out like a piece of paper, and I'm assuming we all have like paper and like pens or
Oh,
something.
You
to
may be a
write
part
with.
of it. I assume you do, because you spent a lot of your
Yeah.
first sessions doing that.
So I'm gonna take out a piece of paper and like write something. I'll send it to you. Set it down kind of where, like just where I'm standing. I'm gonna walk into the woods.
From there, you turn back and start walking towards Millview.
Yep.
Okay, it's at this point everyone has spent time scouring the town. I found no sign of everyone.
Yeah.
There's at one point in time you guys all meet up to except for Hostel is not a part of the group that's been reconvened at this point, which is a little disconcerting considering he was here helping you guys. But you guys meet up again, Mistress Ember, and still no Melody, and Maud's here too. What are you guys doing?
I take it you guys didn't find anything.
No.
I mean, I don't know where else. I'm at this point. I'm just concerned of where Hostel is. I assume he's out searching somewhere still, but I mean, I figured that we would have met up with him by now.
I'm still at the damn church.
Well, Glorious has a sending stone. We can see if we can at least get a hold of Hostel.
Yeah,
Because maybe
Yeah,
he
go-
found
Glorious
Melody.
is a conscious.
but we can just grab his sending
Yeah.
stone.
So you guys head
I'll
back
fill up his
towards
pockets, whatever.
towards the church.
Yeah.
Or sorry, towards
The
bar.
GBB, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give him
And Ember looks like windblown because she's been running around hysterically looking for Melody.
give him
Give. Very fucking giveable. Sorry. I had to. 1 second. In the shrouded forest.
Oh.
Also, you walk through here, the snow kind of crunching, at the same time no sound reverberates from your feet. As you walk through here, you know this landscape hurts you, but you know where this is going. And you break through, and you're suddenly not in Palegrass anymore. You're in a smaller, less wealthy town filled with bartering, trade, and friendly neighborhood banter. Millview, town you recognize. You wander through the streets and you see lost kids once again, zombie-esque people walking through that after a while of scouring them, you recognize, and everybody here is so detailed. Everyone here is super detailed. Like this town's absorption's already been finished. You walk through and you see all these people here. But at the same time, you're not entirely fixated on them. Where are you going?
Into the cabin.
You head up this long hill just north of town here. You follow this hill upwards, this path that's been overgrown by these white weeds. As you rush past them up, and you get to the cabin door, you see it, this house. The town itself, it's still itself. Nothing's burnt down. It's alive again. Everything is where it should be. So surely he's here. What do you do?
I'm just gonna go in, search around the house, and then if I don't find anything, I'm gonna go to his basement that we uncovered.
You open the door and it's immediately locked. Like you try it with a...
Okay.
Then you hear... large figure loofers over you.
It's Beef.
He stands down and stares, and his eyes widen just a little bit.
Hey, Aramil.
The door shuts. You hear him walk away again.
I knock again.
He doesn't answer. You didn't hear him lock the door, though.
I'll open it then.
You open the door and you walk in.
Yeah.
At the far end, once again, is a figure in the kitchen, whittling away at something, chopping the bark off of a piece of a stick, staring downwards. This figure, he's not nearly as detailed as everyone else is. You can tell that it's maybe around like how Mistress and Melody
Okay.
were, not Maud's, but it's just a little bit bigger.
Okay.
So you detect that at least he's still alive,
Okay.
but he's sitting here whittling away.
I grab. I imagine I probably kept one of like the little bones that he gave me.
Sure, for the sake of this, yeah.
I pull it out. Take a look at it. And walk up to him and like just hold it up. I'm here to fix some things.
You better have a good reason for being here, boy.
I've spent too long running away from problems. I've spent too long feeling sorry for myself. It's
Then
time
why are you back here?
I need to find where you are.
You don't need to find me. Why are you here? Of all places! You fucking idiot! Ugh. Why are you here? Why are you looking for me? Haven't I taught you a damn thing? What am I wasting my time for? Why are you wasting your time on me? How much time do I have to spend picking up shit just for it to not matter? Why are you here? You were almost free. And now you're here.
You're in danger because of me. I broke something, and it's time to fix it. I was hoping you might have some sort of idea about where your real world body is so I could save you, so I could fix the thing that I broke. If you don't know anything, though, I'll be on my way. I break the chicken and just toss it at his feet and
You
start
throw
walking.
it down at him as he stares at it. You start walking away.
Mm-hmm.
As you begin walking away, you hear him say, Tenant number 2. The task at hand doesn't begin until the last one ends. Finish your work or don't bother starting. You had a job before you came here. Before you found me, before I mucked things up for you. I found you out there in the woods and thought, well, if I don't get a bit of tinder out of this, I at least get a good reason to stop what I'm doing. You know where I've been spending all those weeks away, fighting out while you recovered? I found places. Places that had to do with that back of yours. I learned a lot.
hoped in our final moments in my cave that you would use this info to save yourself. Not me. Not me. So why are you here? Why are you starting this job when you haven't finished yours? All I wanted from you was to save your fucking self. Not this old man. Not me.
I've been searching my entire life trying to figure out what this symbol means. I thought at a certain point I would never find out. If you have some sort of insight into what it means, please help me out so I can do that. When you found me, I was giving up. I spent the last 27 years, ever since I could form a rational thought, thinking about it. Don't you dare tell me that I gave up on that. That has always been my number one goal. But whenever you look for something for over 20 years and don't find a single fucking thing, you start to lose a little bit of hope. That's where you found me. Laying in the woods, ready to die.
When I found you, your goal became mine. I had a purpose, and it was yours, and I found it. I found things, but it wasn't my job to find them. I wanted you to do it, and I wanted to point you in the right direction, away from whatever hell I've gotten myself into. I've lived my life hostile. You don't need to pick me up. But I get it. It's not my job to tell you to do yours. I just thought I could help, be useful again.
So what did you learn? Can you at least tell me where you went so I can maybe do something worthwhile?
Yeah, I can. But you have to make a promise to me. You'll finish your job and follow your tenet. You'll fix yourself. And then maybe one day I can teach you the third.
Deal.
I thought I'd given you a piece of the puzzle when you found me in my cave, but maybe that wasn't enough. So, how do I say this? Doing this throws you off my trail, then I've saved you. And at the same time, I've saved myself. Because I'm done here. He throws his hands on your shoulder. You're my best student. Use my info. And get to fucking work. As his body lights up. Begins to shine the same shine that happened when your friends were absorbing people back in the bar. These sparks envelop you, encircle you, and coat your body, and then your mind is flooded with visions of an old and tired man walking into locations, 10s, 50, 100 different locations, stepping into these large caves with inscriptions on the ground, each inscription bearing a different semblance of your mark. Your mind illuminates like Christmas lights, locations all over the world. Places that light up like beacons for you to travel to. And you feel a power. The gears that have been within you at this time suddenly go from 2 dimensions to 3. Like an alternator or like a transmission in a car, you're able to shift
stare outwards as your mentor fades away in front of you. And you feel something deep inside of you. You feel an ability unlock. You feel a heat generating from your back. And you look out at all these beacons within your mind. You see something you've never seen before. The information that Aramil has been searching in your absence. You hear the words echo in your mind. My presence wounds, but my absence destroys. And this is what it's led to. As you find a single beacon that radiates a deep X far beneath the capital city on this map. You feel like it's possible. You feel like you could do it. But will you? You stand alone in the cabin. What do you do?
Grab. Well, is the stick that he was whittling, was that like...
It's on the ground now. It wasn't a part of it. It was just a simulation.
I'll grab that.
Okay.
Put it in my pack. Even though I know it's gonna
Yeah, it's gonna
in a
disappear.
minute, but it's symbolic.
Yeah.
And I'll leave. Go back to Palegrass. I'll grab the note that I wrote and basically crumple it up, put it in my pocket,
Okay.
and go back to GBB.
Back at GBB. Essentially around this point, all of you reconvene back here. And you see Hostel sitting in the bar. No Melody still. Melody's still outside.
Yeah.
What do you guys do?
I assume like we see Hostel.
Yeah, I think Hostel's basically just sitting there.
Yeah, Hostel.
Like-
Did you see any sign of her anywhere?
Yeah.
Dude, you okay?
I saw her with Nameless. They were looking into some sort of rectangular thing. And then she disappeared.
Do you know where she
He
went?
was
Did
still
Nameless go
there.
with her?
He was still there. I went and confronted Nameless, talked with him for a while. He doesn't know what happened to her. He seemed to think that she was safe. He didn't do anything to her. He said his main goal was to get this. It looked like a calendar. I'm gonna guess it was the one that we picked up from
Davey's apartment.
apartment and ripped it up. And I basically just kind of go over the whole conversation with them about
Yeah.
how, like, yeah, all that stuff.
Okay.
How do you know he didn't do anything to Melody?
I don't. They weren't touching when she disappeared. Maybe you two know more about magic like that, but I am from what I know, which is not a lot about spells, usually for disappearing spells or transportation spells, you have to touch the person. So, I'm not sure what happened, but she is not here.
Well, I mean, maybe we can go find a solution back at the facility. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe she like tried to run back to the cube or something.
Is there any way to like tell if like it was her that cast a spell from where I was?
We can Arcana check.
That's what I'm supposed to be good at.
Arcana. Arcana.
Nice.
Supposed to be.
That is a 26.
Okay.
26, damn. Yeah, you saw the somatic signs from her. She cast it.
She cast. Okay.
A spell.
So yeah, she cast some sort of spell and then disappeared.
Okay.
Well, we've seen Melody's dimension door before.
Yeah, I've done it.
So
Is it like a door like literally appears?
Essentially, that's what it
then-
was. Yeah, you would have recognized from
Okay.
from that roll. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
sheet
so it
dimension
was
door.
sheet dimension
Okay,
door.
because I was gonna do detect.
I'm
magic
not
as well.
sure.
do you think she was trying to get inside to whatever she was looking at?
Could be. Could I do any sort of check to see if I could gather that, like, maybe if you tried to cast a spell here it wouldn't work since this is some sort of simulation? Because I know meta-wise, I know exactly
With that
what
same
happened,
check
but-
there, you know, you're starting to believe at this point that you're not necessarily moving in the real world.
Okay.
You're in this cube.
Yeah.
And she teleported out of it.
It could be that by casting magic you are pulled from the simulation or you're put back to the cube.
I mean,
Totally chaotic idea, but I'm not gonna do
To miss you stuff? Oh.
Cast
So-
a fireball around
I
on
mean-
us and see what happens.
No.
I'm
Kills
not gonna do it.
everyone.
Except I did cast a cantrip.
You die in the dream.
Yeah.
You die
I did cast I cast fireball.
And that works. Yeah,
and
that
it
works.
works just fine.
I
So
think it's a tele.
it's not-
It's a movement.
it's not all magic,
You teleported out of it.
but it could be if it's not our real bodies in here moving around that if you cast a teleportation spell,
well, maybe.
you teleport back to your body.
I guess. I mean, we could try going back to. We could try going back to the avatar storage and seeing, but I mean there's also the matter of Glorious, which I guess Glorious would come back with us
Yeah,
in
I mean,
theory.
I think the minute that you activate the gun, it would bring all of us out of the simulation.
I still think it was Colonel.
So maybe if we all get back to that.
I mean, why not give it a shot, and then if worst case scenario,
We
we
can
can
hop
get
back
back here.
in.
We can come back
Yeah.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mistress will set it to 1.
Well, should
While
we?
you're all standing here,
Should we go back to?
and you're all out, standing right next to the cube.
Okay.
Cube.
And I'm out there too.
Glorious is laying on the ground.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And you're with us?
Yep, you are standing off to the north of here.
I run after you and
I'm
tackle
like
you.
on like my knees and just saying no, 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 no.
Yeah, I just run up and tackle you.
Like not in a hugging way, but just like you want to harm her.
No.
You
We
start
all
beating the
start
shit out of
beating
her.
on Melody.
That's what I deserve.
Nameless!
No. I mean, it could be.
I don't think.
Yeah. I think I go up to Melody. and
Melody,
be
where
like,
do you think we should go next?
That was definitely.
Don't trust me.
I go up to Melody and I'm like, that was definitely Nameless that you went off with.
Are we doing this right now? This is.
Why are we not? Are we not?
Well, I'm
It's a little while ways
Well,
after we were planning.
because I have a lot of dramatic shit I want to play out in
I'm
response
waiting on
to
a
this.
specific thing.
Ugh, I have so much.
Also, before we move on, I need to talk to you guys. Something happened in there.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
Things have changed for me.
Okay.
I need to leave.
Oh, what?
I have spent the last couple weeks with you guys, and it's opened my eyes to a lot of things, but it took me away from my primary goal. As you all know, I'm not part of the Legion, but that's not the full truth. I have no clue where I'm from, who I am, any of that. And I learned some things while in there that pointed me in the direction of who I am, of potentially where I'm from, and I need to do that. And I don't think I would be a whole lot of help to you guys knowing the things that I know. This is not goodbye forever. but this is goodbye for now. I hope that you all find what you're looking for and do what you need to do, but I need to go do what I need to do. I'm going to leave all my stuff with you guys, because a lot of the stuff that I have is stuff that we together collected, and so I don't think it's right for me to keep all of it. But I'm going to go.
Please take the sniff stone.
No, we should for sure keep that.
I'm going to absolutely take the sniff stone. I don't think there's anything that can contain the smell, as well as the staff.
Okay, good.
How are we ever going to get in touch with Fuzzy?
Look, we've all got our stuff that brought us together. I mean, we ended up going off in some crazy directions as a result of all of this, but in the end, like, the only reason we even met in the first place is because we all have our own individual goals. And man, if you found a way to reach what your goal is and it doesn't involve us, then just go get it, man. Like, I support you. I'm gonna miss the hell out of you. I'm gonna miss throwing you.
I'm going to miss you guys too.
I'm like still like I'm still like face against the floor, and then like turn and just like grab you into the hug, and I'm still like crying. I'm like if it weren't for the last 20 minutes, I would be super fucking pissed about this. But I think I understand more than I want to know, more than I'd ever want to. And I'm gonna miss you a lot too. But can't really shake me that easily. I'm like herpes in that way. I'll pop back up again for you soon. And hopefully shit's gonna be a lot better when we see each other again.
Yeah.
I like take out like a Sharpie and like write my phone number really, really big on your arm.
Okay, I do have it in my phone still, so once that starts working,
Do the thing. Fuck.
I'll have it, but thank you so much. You better be like a freaking like professional musician next time I see you.
I already am a fucking professional musician.
Dude, she's gonna learn a 5th chord. I'm gonna make sure of
I
it.
fucking hate all of you. It's the worst day ever. I wish I was dumber again. So
I kind of pulled both of them into a hug.
Well, and we're still there too, also hugging Melody. So.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize you were still. Yeah. Okay.
She
So
is
I'll.
not moved.
You guys have all taught me so much. You've helped me grow as a person.
Yeah, you're not as crotchety.
You're still just as short.
But
Just shut up. So what are we talking
Inside,
about?
it is hard.
I know, I was joking.
and I'm gonna miss all of you. But like I said, this is only goodbye for now.
Yeah, man.
Good luck, and I'm sure we'll meet up again sometime.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna start walking back towards like the main area.
You don't
See if
start
I can
walking
find-
the
I
same
know.
way.
Just We're like, fuck, this is awkward.
and it's super awkward.
No. You can see where you need to go.
Okay,
If you focus, you can see
Oh.
where the X is
right.
in your head.
Yeah, I follow that.
0. Two-dimensional gear becomes 3. Clicks from where your gear is to somewhere else. The shirt that you're wearing explodes open from the back. As in the sky behind you, a sigil of your emblem on your back illuminates the immediate area behind you and spins in a clockwise rotation so quickly. You're gone.
Oh.
Much like the gnomes into Atlanta.
Stop.
He warps out and is gone.
I did leave. Like, I'll.
You leave a
Tell-
note.
I'll-
Yeah, you
I'll
did
tell
a
you,
small with
like,
the
all the shit.
possessions. That was on the
Yeah.
ground. There was a crumpled note.
Yeah.
From Hostel there as well. And with that, Hostel leaves the party.
And now he will start playing my love.
And we're gonna end the session there.
No, fuck you.
Fucking hostile.
So is that Dante leaving the party?
That
as
is
well?
Dante.
Great.
Leaving the party.
Fuck you, keep it.
Oh.
Oh, that's your.
No, you're making me mad.
Oh. It's been fun, guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Dante. It's been great.
Thanks, Dante. I was hoping there for a second that we were gonna have a new character introduced, but no, I get it.
It'll just be some other rando you never met will show up next. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's Fisty again.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be playing Fisty.
Thank you guys. Sorry.
Yeah, no.
A little longer session, but as
I'm on
I
summer
stated,
break.
this needed to I needed to get to this point.
Kayla, Mod and Melody are like the only two originals now, like from session
True.
1.